Alright, I think we're back. Everything should be all good. I've never, transitioned setups so heavily, so let me make sure. Looks like you guys should hear music. You should be able to hear me. I guess I can unplug the one thing that's for the Switch real quick. Just for less computer issues. And let me know if the music's too loud for you guys. I'll turn it down just a little bit, but I want to make sure you can hear. Also, Juan, you followed while I was gone. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very sweet of you. I'll be happy to see you around more. Oh my goodness, the music just picked up. Swelled with my emotions of gratitude. Thank you. Oh, and let me go ahead and get a bit bigger on your guys' screens. There we go. One says digital art. That's cool. Thank you. I think it's really fun. But, let me go ahead and see if I can catch up on what you guys were saying. I know not everyone might be here, because we took a little break. That was a lot shorter than it took me last time. Genuinely, 15 was undercutting it. It took me, like 18 minutes to switch last time. So, that was a lot shorter than I expected. The guy said, I love port towns, but I heard people who live there prefer to be somewhere else. Well, basically, everyone living wants to be somewhere else. That's fair. Grass is always greener on the other side, as they say. But I say the color green is pretty spectacular regardless of what shade it is. Juan says that was in June or July. Oh, the heat was? Okay, so hopefully it's going down? And Guy says, oh no, I have no dancing emotes. Oh, to dance to the music? Oh, neither do I yet. I only have, here, let me see if I can put them in chat. I only have 2 emotes so far. I have one that's me struggling. And I have one that's me being evil, which are my 2 moods consistently. Heathenry and eat and struggling. But one says, a lot of people who live there are either old or young who don't like it. This music reminds me of Undertale / Deltarune. Ooh, I love those soundtracks. Maybe I'll have to put those on. I put on Pokemon because I'll be drawing some Pokemon. Spoilers for tomorrow. But guy says, me vibing, wobbling me head. One says, LMAO, nice. And Guyan goes to grab coffee. One says, ew, I hate coffee and tea. Honestly, valid. Caffeine in a lot of forms are pretty shit. I love tea, but I definitely don't like coffee. And one says, is this Moose Jazz? This is a Pokemon playlist. I have no clue what it's gonna be like, but I just hope it doesn't get me copyright struck. And Shobra gave me a hydrate. Hey Shobra, how are you? Sorry, it took me a second to see you're there. I'll go ahead and hydrate right away. Thank you for looking out for me. Hopefully I didn't play any gross noises on your guys' side. I did not mean to not mute before I did that. Then we got some water. And let me pull up everything okay. Alright, yeah, now I got Azalea Town. Trevor says, hello, Rain. I'm doing well. I'm somewhat nervous for Friday's events, but I'm certain all will be well. Friday's events? I didn't see you post a schedule, but you have made some announcements, and you've hinted toward a lot. Oh, I know you played Wario recently. I really wish I could have been there. That sounded like so much fun. I love Wario. But I'm glad to hear you're doing well, and if you're nervous, then just remember, you've been doing this for a while, and everyone has always been so happy to see you regardless of how you do. If you're nervous about things, or if you're confident about things, people have always been really happy to receive you regardless. So, being nervous isn't so bad. If others are I'm getting a little tongue-tied, but sometimes when you're nervous, it doesn't rub off on anyone else. So if you're nervous, just be nervous because you're nervous, and not because you're nervous how others will feel about you, because people will love you regardless. That has been proven time and time again, because you are very loved. Alright, I will show you guys what I'm working on today. I'm gonna scoot over here. I might actually need to move my camera, because I need to move a little further left to draw today. I have a Build-A-Bear named Clement, after Clement from Pokemon, because he's my son. He's holding up my phone today. Usually it's Tails, but Clement's a little bit smaller, and he still holds up my phone, so he's what's doing now. Shobra says, these words are most kind. Thank you, Rain. Oh, you're super welcome. You always have, like, the kindest things to say to me, honestly. So, like, yeah, if you're nervous, then, like, that's okay. Just, I hope you can, ease it down in any way. And if you can't, then I just hope you have fun. Shobra says, it has been some time since I have acted as a mirror for someone, let alone one who does not know that this will be happening. It is supposed to be a surprise, but my being shakes with worry. A mirror for someone, huh? Yeah, it sounds pretty complicated. So I can see why you're worried about it, especially when you're doing something involving someone else. There's a lot of unknown factors and stuff like that can be worrisome. But if it's someone you trust or someone you care about, or if you're doing your stuff with good intentions and you know that they'll probably perceive it well, even if they don't understand, then, like, I think you'll be good. I think they'll get this. Oh, I chipped a nail. I'll take care of that later. I actually carry a nail file around me at all times because I chip my nails so often. But that was because my job required me to use my nails a lot. No, I don't have a job that requires me to use my nails a lot. So, looking forward to a future of less chipped nails. Also, let me go ahead and move myself over just a little bit. Juan is back and says, are you going to draw a Pokemon? What Pokemon's your favorite? Mine is Charizard. Charizard's such a classic. I love Charizard because it makes every kid happy. Where I used to work had Pokemon cards, and every kid came in looking for Charizard. And whenever they got Charizard, they were so stoked. And I just feel like the wholesomeness of Charizard is pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm going to draw some Pokemon. I'm actually working on an overlay, so it'll kind of look like this. This looks shitty as hell. So, ignore pretty much all of the references on page. It's essentially going to be Ergo on the left. I'm going to be on the right. Chat is going to be down below. It'll be a smaller chat than I'm used to, so I need a program, however the fuck that's going to work. And then Pokemon that represent me and Ergo are going to be around the top and base. And I might do like a little banner up here. It looks like garbage right now, but it's just in its sketch stage, and it's because there's a bunch of references thrown around everywhere. My favorite Pokemon is Quagsire, and because that's an incredibly forgettable Pokemon for most, I'll go ahead and show you a picture. Unless you are also a Pokemon aficionado. I found a picture of Quagsire. Quagsire makes me so happy. There he is! That's my favorite Pokemon. I love him so much. But one says, I love Absol, such a cool Pokemon. Its Mega has wings, but can't use them. Like, what the fuck? I know, I want to see it use those wings. They're so fucking cool. But I feel like because Absol is so cool, and also it's like the disaster Pokemon, my friend Ergo, he's like an Eldritch Horror, kind of. So I was like, you know what? He should be like something kind of like sinister, but like cool. And he also has fur around his coat. It reminds me of Absol. But, and Quagsire! And Shobra says, I am quite partial to Ditto. Yeah! That makes sense! You're kind of like a Ditto with all your shape-shifting. And Ditto's also just cool, versatile, and very smart. And one says, really? How? Why? I mean, Ditto's cute. I like when it turns into things and it all just has a cute little Ditto face. And if I'm being honest, Ditto kind of just looks like Quagsire. Like this face. Let me go get a picture of Ditto. That we can all compare. And so that anyone watching this later who doesn't know what the fuck a Pokemon is can still be like, yeah, those look pretty similar. See, they kind of got the same face. He said, how, why, and why Quagsire? Well, why Quagsire is a good question. Also, Shobra says, yes, indeed, I will go ahead and lurk for now. May your drawing go well, Rain. Thank you, Shobra! You know me, my drawing will probably be progress of one single creature, and then I'll do the rest of it off stream. Because I get so distracted. But, thank you for the good luck, and I hope you have a great rest of your night, Shobra. Take care, and good luck this Friday. You got this. Mon says, why Quagsire? Because I used to have a cat, who was like kind of a weird blobby cat who was really content with everything. I loved him very much. But he's kind of an anomaly of a cat. Like, not a lot of people thought he fit the description of being a cat, but he was one, I promise. But I was playing Pokemon, I think it was Pokemon Black? No, it was Pokemon White, because I like Zekrom. I was playing Pokemon White, and I was trying to, like, find the perfect Pokemon to name my cat after, or to name after my cat. Because I really just wanted to name a Pokemon after my cat. But I didn't know what Pokemon fit him, and essentially, I found Wooper. I named it Coral Cat, because I thought it looked like a coral cat. That's not really a genius name. But then when it evolved into Quagsire, it hit me. I was like, holy shit, this blobby, weird, smiley, content creature is what my cat would be if he were a Pokemon. And it immediately became my favorite Pokemon. I have since loved Quagsire more than any Pokemon. But, if I'm gonna do, like, a list, it's probably Quagsire first, Jolteon second, and then maybe Choodle, because Choodle reminds me of the current cat that I have. And then I really like Braixen, and gosh, I'm trying to think. I really like Braixen. I like Deoxys, but I like Raikou a lot. I like Raikou probably as much as I like Braixen, if not more. So anyways, my list is like, I'm gonna one day try to tier list all 850 plus Pokemon or whatever. Well, I guess 850 minus Pokemon, because I don't think there's 850 yet. But I'm gonna try to tier them all one day, and you'll see my exact order. But Quagsire is on top. Gen 2's got some of the best. I love Hoppip. I love Chinchou so much. I have a Hoppip right next to me, actually. I got a Raikou plush for my birthday. I just got a Dewott, because I love Dewott, but I'm not really big on Oshawott or Samurott. Anyways, why do you like Charizard? Do you have any good stories with him? Go ahead and get started on. Darkrai. I've never watched the Darkrai movie. I don't really have any opinions on it. But I have a friend who likes Darkrai, and so as a result, I think Darkrai's kind of cool. Drink a little water. Alrighty. I'm gonna get to drawing. I even did the compositions last night, like way staying up late last night to do the compositions, because like I knew if I was on stream I would have a hard time thinking of compositions. And even so, I'm kind of like, man, how do I start this? And it's like, Rain, it is literally drawn out for you. You just have to clean it up. But also, this was a free background I got. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it. I like added an overlay to it, but I don't really know how I feel about it. It's originally like this color, but we'll see. For now, I'll just make the Pokemon because I'm more confident in that. But one says Charizard is just cool, and I grew up watching Pokemon Indigo League, and I was emotionally moved for some reason for Charizard's origin, and kind of scared for Ash freeing Butterfree, so I ended up loving Charizard. You know, it's been a long time since I watched Indigo League. I'm trying to think. I remember there was a Charizard, and it was stuck, but I think that was in the movie. Freeing Butterfree, so I ended up loving Charizard. I'm not as familiar with the Charizard origin story, unfortunately, but I'm glad it moved you. Kind of scarred from Ash freeing Butterfree? It sounds like there's a lot of emotions tied to Charizard then. Well, I respect your passion for Charizard. That is very cool. I'm glad if it's stuck with you all this time. I mean, like, what a legend. Also, his song is legendary. What is happening in it? Let me know if it's too loud or distracting, and I'll skip it. I don't have a lot of stories for Charizard, but, let me see if I can bring my mic a little closer, because it's a little far away. Let me know if I need to turn myself up a bit. Okay, and turn the music down for me. This is a nice time. Well, it says basically Charmander was abandoned by its trainer, almost died. Ash saved it, and he became stubborn, funny, and cool. It's the same Charizard. It's like, I didn't know. I thought that was a different Charmander for some reason. Because I remember the story of the Charmander who was in the rain, It almost died. And Butterfree was Ash's first Pokemon, and he set it free. I cried. Oh my god, I just watched... Okay, I did recently watch the episode. It's like episode 15 or something, where they're like on the cruise. I forget what it's called, but it's the St. Julian's cruise or something like that. Anyways, they're on the cruise, and like Ash trades away Butterfree, because Brock's like, sure, go ahead, do it. And Ash like trades away Butterfree, and I was like, dude, that was your first Pokemon, why would you do that? That was so sad. And then he like tries to get it back, and he gets knocked out, and I actually haven't watched the next episode after. So, but I'd like to, because it was a hilarious and fun episode. And yeah, one's like, oh yeah, and Ash trades it for Eradicate. Yeah, like what the fuck? I know you're like 10, but I kinda wish that you didn't just listen to Love Drunk Brock about it. Like, it was your first ever Pokemon, why did you just trade it? But, I mean, even when I was 10, I would've been like, fuck that, this is mine, this is my Pokemon. But he never heard of trading before and didn't really understand the consequences, so I'm like, I'll give Ash some leniency. He's a kid. It's not his fault. He trusted an adult to make a decision for him and then immediately took it back. But yeah, the Charmander story is really cool. I've been rewatching X and Y with my roommate, and like that's one of my favorite seasons. But I would really like to watch the original sometime too. The only ones I've watched recently are like episode 15 and then like the first 6 episodes. The rest I watched like a long time ago. Oop. I don't know how thick I want the line work to be. I have no line art, and Ergo has thin line art, so I feel like thick line art would be a good idea to like differentiate us all. I have never drawn Darkrai in my life. If this turns out bad, I am so sorry, Ergo. Let me see. Sorry, Twitch just banned your sentence. It's lame. But I permitted it. One says, Ash should have won the league in Pokemon X and Y and X, Y, and Z, and they were going in the right direction with the animation, the voice, and then they fuck it over with Sun and Moon. Honestly, I never finished X, Y, and Z, so I can't speak on it, but I will be watching it soon, so no spoilers for a show that's so many years old. But, yeah, with Sun and Moon, honestly, I watch it in Japanese, because Sun and Moon is really beautiful, and I love the music, and I like the characters, and I really like Masamune. But what the fuck happened to the English version of Sun and Moon? When all the cool-ass music gets taken away, and like, why would you name Masamune Herastocules? Masamune's like a legendary blacksmith, because Masamune's like character is like a inventor. But then they decided to name him Herastocules, which, like, if I'm not wrong, I'm probably wrong, but I thought was like a philosopher. So I'm kind of like, what? You named the science character, like you translated his name from being after a blacksmith to a philosopher? I got some beef with some of the naming in Sun and Moon, and I feel like they took out a lot of the charm from the Japanese Sun and Moon when converting it to English. I don't usually watch these in Japanese. I usually watch Pokemon in English. But like Sun and Moon's the one exception where I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm watching this in Japanese. I don't really like it in English that much. So, I haven't finished it yet, but I recently watched the first 2 episodes of Pokemon Journeys. How do you feel about Pokemon Journeys, Juan? Before I either trash or gush over it, I would like to know your opinion. I will say my opinion going into Pokemon Journeys was that Go was a really cute design. All I knew was that Go and Chloe had cute designs. I thought it was the Sword and Shield season, so I was kind of surprised when it was not just the Sword and Shield season, but it was like Pokemon Go themed? Mon says, I have not seen it. Well, you might have an incredibly different opinion, and I might if I watched more than 2 episodes, but the first 2 episodes, holy shit. Like, it is bad. Like, so bad. They have music playing at every single scene, and it is so distracting and so loud in comparison to the show that I'm like, it's like Netflix's Pokemon, and I'm like, I think they tried too hard to make every single episode feel like a movie, when not every single one has an open and closed storyline, and also every single episode doesn't need to feel like a movie. The whole series should feel like one incredibly long movie with occasional arcs and stuff like that. Like, I don't really feel like every single episode needs to start with cinematic music. Like, it's just too much. They also really can't... Like, Go is so annoying, and I feel really bad about it, because I really wanted his character to be good. I was like, his design's cool, I like his voice. What's this kid got to offer? And it's being really annoying. And Ash is really annoying. I don't know if it's just getting off of X and Y, where Ash is really supportive. But he's kind of like a heathen in this one. And, like, he's a heathen sometimes in some of the seasons, but, like, in Journey, it just rubs me the wrong way. It feels like he's lost any and all maturity he had in any seasons. And I know, Ash is a kid. But, like, in Journeys, they just, like, reduce any lessons he's learned. I feel like in Pokemon Johto, they were like, oh, well, he's dumb, so, like, he's a kid, so he, like, listens to adults. Or, not dumb, but a kid. So he listens to adults even when maybe he shouldn't. Because he's, like, too trusting, and that's where, like, his, like, kid naivety comes in. But, like, in Journeys, they're like, no, it comes with battling for the top bunk, and fighting everyone he sees, and being, like, whiny every time he doesn't get what he wants. And I'm like, not to say that Ash hasn't always been competitive and occasionally whiny, but, like, they totally just baby the shit out of Journey's Ash. And Go is annoying as fuck, and they can't decide whether he's 40 years old or 4 years old, but in his mentality. There was only one time Go ever spoke, and I was like, this is a likable character, and this is funny. The animation's fun, but it's kind of inconsistent and all over the fucking place. Like, it feels like 10 people animated, but they didn't have a style guide to go back to. So it's just, the style's always, like, a little changing in every episode constantly. It kind of feels like a ham-fisted promotion for Pokemon Go sometimes, but I think that's just me imagining things. I don't know if that's actually the case. And, like, the characters in Sword and Shield are so cool, but Pokemon Journeys has made me cringe so fucking hard that I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't think this was for me. I think this was for, like, a very different audience, which can be probably said for any Pokemon. I'm a grown adult watching Pokemon, but, like, I love X and Y as a cheesy kid show that I really like. I do not love Pokemon Journey so far. I'm incredibly unimpressed. All the protagonists, Chloe, Go, and Ash, are all kind of annoying. Like, Chloe's the best, and it's just because she's not annoying as shit. She's just not really interesting and has kind of a lame personality. But I do think it's cool as fuck that Greninja absolutely bodies Lucario. I do kind of remember that. It's been a long time though, so it kind of feels like watching X and Y this time around is kind of like the first time, because it's been like a while since I watched it. So I'll get to experience the thrills of it all over again. And one says, that's why I hate Sun and Moon. The reverse all maturity and growing up of Ash. Yeah, like, it's weird, because Sun and Moon has like a cartoony feel to it, so it's like, okay, this is Ash if you want a cartoon. But like, it still feels weird to like reverse Ash's progress. I think that's why some people like are like, why don't you just stop using Ash at this point, guys? Like, move on to someone else. And like, they keep doing all these side projects where they do kind of use different protagonists. And it's like, those could be successful. Like, maybe it's the age where Ash either grows up or the franchise does. But I don't know. I'm attached to Ash. I think he's cool. I mean, he's kind of like the Link of everything, but like, I don't imagine Zelda not having a Link at some point. But for a TV show, I don't know if that model works so much, because it just kind of makes Ash annoying. Or like, you only like X and Y Ash, or you only like Indigo Ash, and you don't like Black and White Ash, or you don't like Sun and Moon Ash sort of thing. But I like X and Y a lot, because the team in there is so supportive. Once it's also Ash needs to end up with Misty. I don't really ship Ash with anyone, but I know there's a lot of die-hard fans who really want him to end up with Misty. So I feel like if he did end up with Misty, then okay. If I am secretly rooting for Ash to date anyone, it's probably Clement, because the support they have for one another is so cute. Which, that's a controversial take, I guess. Not everyone ships Ash and Clement, but like, he is so supportive of Clement, and Clement is so supportive of Ash, and their whole relationship slash friendship is just like being so nice to each other that I'm like, oh no, this is so cute. Like, my gay heart. So, I would be okay if Ash dated Clement. But if he dated Misty, it would kind of feel like everything came full circle. I'd be okay with that. In the end, as long as Ash is with a good crew. Not fucking Cylon from Pokemon Black and White, or Ceylon, or Chilon, whatever the fuck his name is. That one guy with the green hair who pisses me off because he doesn't have whites in his eyes. Because, like, it's based off of America, and I guess Americans don't have whites in their eyes. I don't know why. But it pisses me off because he has a brother with blue hair and a brother with red hair who both have whites in their eyes, but the one character they decided was their main character has no whites in his eyes. One says, fuck you. I know he might be a good guy. He might be great. But what the fuck? Couldn't he have whites in his eyes? I know I don't, but I'm a robot. Or I'm an alien. Not a robot, I promise. And one says, he's a good character, along with Iris. I'm a character designer. My heart weeps every time I see his stupid, like, peach-colored eyes. Just, like, especially next to Ash and Iris. I watched one episode of Black and White, and I haven't watched a lot of Black and White, but I watched one episode where it showed his eyes next to other characters, but, like, 5 times in a row, and they kept doing it, and I was like, stop! Every time you make me realize his eyes aren't colored in, and it bothers me. Like, I need to watch this all in black and white so I don't get as bothered. But, Iris is a super cute character. I love her design. I am so glad she's in it. But, like, Cylon versus his 2 brothers? Why? Why not one of the 2 brothers? Although I do love the color green, I'm just like, they don't make me angry when I look at them. And one says, although, to be fair, he is a copy, past gender change of Misty and her sisters. Oh, that's like his storyline, is like his brothers are shitty, but like, he's cool. Like the Misty storyline. I mean, honestly, Clement's a scientist, Go's a scientist, Masamune's a scientist. There's like, they rehash so many different character types. I do feel like Clement's kind of like the OG awesome scientist. Oh man, I love Charon. I wish he was more in Pokemon. I wasn't sure how to mention it, but I do have some NSFW pieces currently in the works of me and Charon, because I do like Charon. But I figure to anyone who ever would want to know in the future, I have them censored in progress. If anyone ever wanted to see them, I could technically share them on stream, but I won't do it unless prompted. Well, it says Brock is a ladies' man. Oh yeah, are there any other ladies' man characters? Or is that just a Brock thing? Is he unique? Is he the one? Oh man, I guess Bonnie from X and Y is technically like reverse Brock, like Wingman Brock. Instead of every time she sees like a girl, she's like, I want to date her. So every time she sees a girl, she tries to wingman her brother really hard. One says, no. No to what? No to Charon? Charon's beautiful. Although, oh, one says, oh, no to more than just Brock. It's just Brock. Well, good for Brock. He's unique. I don't know. Are there other, I guess, is there any other Iris? I feel like, because, like, Dawn and May could probably be, like, slightly offshoots of each other. Like, Dawn, May, and Serena, since they're all, like, 3 different girls who are based off of the protagonist's female select or whatever. So, like, I guess those 3 could all be considered, like, spin-offs of each other, but they have such distinct storylines that I would argue that they're very different people. But, like, they all have that going for them, is that they're, like, based off of player characters. But I love Serena. I don't know much about May or Dawn, though. Well, since I completely forgot about Dawn and May. Yeah! I like them. I like their designs, and I know, like, whenever you mention Dawn, a Pokemon fan will crawl from anywhere to be like, holy shit, I love her. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know much about her, but also I just realized I did not change my stream information from Sonic Forces. I should totally do that. Change it from Sonic Forces to art. Okay. So that no one thinks I'm still streaming Sonic Forces. But basically anyone will crawl out of the woodworks to say that Dawn is, like, the most beloved character. So, like, she clearly did a good job with whatever she came to do. She did it well. But May, she kind of reminds me of Serena. Like, just from the little bit I've seen. But it would be kind of silly, I guess, to compare every single character that's, like, happens to be an NPC character that Pokemon the anime decided to take over. Which is always a pretty bold move, but those characters end up being beloved, like, every single time. So, like, they do a good job with being like, oh man, this is an NPC character that the character, like, the player character gets to create. Like, how do we do them justice? And they always do. Serena's such a good lens to experience Pokemon through, I feel like. Especially if it's, like, someone's first season. Because she doesn't know, like, jack shit about the Pokemon world. Juan says, they want me to say, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm just impressed you spelled it. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I never watched that movie, but I know of that word. Thank you for the points. I wish I could say it backwards for you, but I definitely don't know how to do that. I used to have a friend who knew how to do that, but she would just brag about it all the time. And we were like kids, so it always just pissed me off. Oh yeah! Earlier I was gonna say Charizard stories. I found out that Charizard's apparently a really rare card in Pokemon, and I do collect the cards. And so I was like, do I have any? And I realized I didn't. And like, I went on the search. So now the only Charizard cards I have is one drawn by Tokia, who's an artist I collect. And one that has Leon in it. They're not super, like, expensive or rare. They're just Charizard cards, so now I can say I have them. But they was a hard find. One says, you've never seen Mary Poppins? I did when I was, like, 3. So, I've also technically never seen Pinocchio. But, like, because I also saw it when I was, like, 3. One says, I used to have a Volcan Rock? Like, or Volcanion? Volcanion EX. That's cool. Or Volcanism. Is that a card set? I'm not very good with the card set names. But Jay came in. Hello, Jay. How are you? Hope you're doing well on this fine day. I'm working on an overlay that has a lot of Pokemon in it. Hoping to get at least a couple done. But you know me and drawing. There is a good chance I will not get many done. Until I work till 2 a.m. to get it done. One says, I'm okay. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm happy I'll get to stream like a whole bunch this week. Before I say goodbye. For like, how many days is that? From the 9th to the 18th? Like, 9 days? I'll be gone for like 9 to 10 days or so. Yeah. I'm not great at math. But I'm excited. This week's pretty packed. And Jay says, what are you doing for those 9 days? Well, my birthday is on the 10th, and so I'm going on the 9th to go visit my family. And we're going to celebrate it for a bit. I'm going to visit my grandpa while I'm over there, who's, like, in a state nearby my parents. And I'm going to paint my grandpa a picture, and I'm going to do puzzles, but I won't have any stream equipment with me, and I won't have any art equipment with me, so I'll just be doing lots of traditional work for the most part. And so I'm trying to wrap up everything I can before I go. But this, what I'm working on now, is for the stream tomorrow with Ergo. For once, I'm going to be hosting us do the Pokemon tier list. And I wanted to make a good overlay for it. But Jay says, oh, nice. Thanks! I will miss everyone, though, so I really wanted to, like, give the most before I go. My voice will probably be thrashed as a result. And Jay says, hope you have a good birthday. Thank you! I told my mom, I was like, can we go dress shopping? And can we do puzzles? And maybe that's like the most old guy birthday thing to do. But like, I just want new dresses, okay? And I just want new puzzles. I only have 2 dresses. And one was for a wedding. And one I got as a hand-me-down. Because all my cool-ass dresses I had as a kid I threw away when I decided I wanted to be a cool guy. Very sad that I got rid of those because they were really cool. I had a green one with pockets. I'm very sad because I was like, I'm just going to be a cool guy who wears jerseys and guy clothes. And I was like, fuck the concept of guy and girl clothes. That's such bullshit. I miss my dresses. So, we're going to dress shopping. And Juan says, puzzles are cool. I know, I love puzzles. There was this 2,000 piece Pokemon puzzle I want to do. But my mom was like, my eyes are too tired for that. And I was like, well, fuck, you don't have to do it. I'm gonna be there 9 days. Let me do it. So I might order that while I'm there and do it by myself. Because my mom's like being a baby about it. I don't usually like 2,000 piece puzzles. I usually like to keep it at 500. But I was hoping with her teamwork I could get through it. But it seems like I might just have to tackle this beast by myself. But Jay says, pockets on dresses? Yes, it was so cute. It like went around my neck, like kind of like how my turtleneck actually does. And like it like tied in the back, and it was like a nice like peridot green, which is like my favorite gemstone in color. Like green, like yellow green, but it was like more lime. It was like lime / peridot green. It was really good. And it had 2 huge pockets on the sides. So it was like cute, formal, and still had functionality. And one says, one of my favorite puzzles are Sudoku. Ooh, I do like Sudoku. I also like Picross, but only when it's color-oriented. I don't really like black and white Picross. But Sudoku is very fun. And crossword. I love crossword because I just like the way English letters can just smash into the most weird fucking shit sometimes. Does Darkrai have a little nose? Am I seeing that right? Does he have a little nose? Does he have a pointy, like, echidna nose? Like, is his facial structure this? But Jay says, those dresses sound cute. Thank you! I had a red one that was really cute, too, and I had sweater dresses. And yeah, not only are there 2 lame-ass dresses, one's a hand-me-down, and one's, like... It's actually pretty cool, but I wore it for a wedding. But one says, I hate puzzles with words. That's fair. I feel like liking letters is pretty niche, because letters are pretty convoluted. I don't really like, I like crossword, but I don't like... What's the one where you have to know trivia? I don't know any trivia, so I'm really bad at that one. Or is that crossword? Is crossword the one where you have to... Okay, so I'm gonna draw it out. There's like that one where it's like, A-L-I-E-N... And then you have to do, like, another one, and it's, like... Friend... And it's, like, this many letters. Is this a crossword? That's a crossword? I fucking hate those! Never mind, I take what I've said back. I like word puzzles when it's more, like... You have to, like, find the word inside them. Those are fun. I hate crossword puzzles because they're always like, what's the name of the quarterback on this popular football team? And I'm like, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm as alien from your fucking human topics of interest as possible. Ask me what the niche anime that came out in 2006 was, or like what my specific favorite Sonic character is, but I don't know. Ask me any of my friends' trivia. If I had a crossword for all the things my friends like, that would be easy. But I cannot do a crossword for basic, normal knowledge. I would be very remiss. But, one says, can never solve them. Yeah, crosswords, I can never solve them. But Jay says, yeah, that's crosswords. One says, that's crossword puzzles. Jay says, yeah, that is a boomer game. Yeah, it's very reliant on specific general knowledge. And that's why I don't like trivia games for the most part that aren't, like Vocaloid trivia would be one thing, but, like, broad trivia games, I'm always like, ugh. Like, what president did? And I'm like, oh, I'm already fucked. I never learned the presidents. I don't know any president before, like, Obama. I'm sorry. I was not raised in a very politically conscientious household, so I don't know politics until I became, like, an adult and then actually got to, like, learn politics myself. One says, those are called word searches. Okay. Yeah, I like word searches. But Jay says, well, yeah, I struggle with basic knowledge. It is not so basic for me. It's like extreme challenge, test your human, like, wit. And I'm like, fuck, I'm so bad at this. Alright, well, I wanted to give Darkrai this face shape, but I think he might have a little nose. From what it looks like. So I might give him a little nose, that's cute. Go ahead and lower the opacity here again. And find out what line weight I was using, because I wasn't paying attention. 5? I think this is the line weight I was using. We'll see. I'm gonna give him a little nose. Oh, that's so cute! I didn't know he had a little nose! But, Yeah, anyways, that's what I'll be doing on my birthday. What are you gonna be up to in these upcoming weeks, Jay? What are you gonna be up to, Juan? You guys got any fun plans? Man, I am fucking up this Darkrai. Every time I draw a Pokemon for the first time, it looks like fucked up as shit. But like, I swear, the second time I draw a Pokemon, you can rely on it to be cute. Juan says, I'm gonna go sleep. I have to be up at 7 in the morning, 7 hours away. Oh my gosh, well thanks for hanging out while you did, and thanks again for like, you know, following and stuff. I appreciate that. And you're just gonna play some basketball? That is super exciting. Best of luck, kick butt, and most importantly, have fun. But take care, and thanks for just like hanging out and stuff. I appreciate your company, and see you around, hopefully. I'll be streaming the next few days, so take care, and have a great time. If I don't see you before I leave, then have a great August. Bye, and sleep well. I definitely thought that last song was called Old Town Road, and I was about to be like, wow, is that the inspiration Lil Nas X got? Jay says, tattoo on Saturday. Then after that, nothing really. Just streaming as usual. Oh yeah, I heard you're getting a tattoo. I would ask of what, but I know that can be kind of an invasive question. So, if you can tell me, go for it. If not, I will just ask, is it your first tattoo? I think you said once before that you had more. I only have 2 of them, but only in my human form, so you guys will not see that on me. Or is that Darkrai's neck? Oh my god, does Darkrai actually just have like a thick-ass neck? I think it's Darkrai's neck. And its face does just go down. Man, Pokemon anatomy. Darkrai's swole as shit. Jay says, it's my 5th. Aw, well nice! Is there something that, man, I also want to be like, is it inspired by something? But, like, that can totally just give away what the tattoo is. So regardless, I just hope you have a really good tattoo time. She says, and it is a green moth. Ooh! One of my friends has an apprentice friend that is doing free tattoos. Ooh, that's so cool! Oh my gosh, I actually shared a picture with, I'll see if I can find it. I shared a picture with Ursa recently of a moth I once took a picture of that was pretty green. Let me see. Go into my pictures with Ursa, seeing what we got. Let me see. It wasn't that long ago, but I guess Ursa and I just talk a lot because I'm scrolling up so much. Scrolling. I don't know if you guys can hear my scroll bar. Because he was like, here's pictures of flowers. And I was like, that's beautiful. Here's pictures of bugs. Alright, I think we got it. I don't know if I've got more pictures of flowers or bugs, but like, I take pictures of flowers, they're just usually bouquets. I don't really have like lots of like cool pictures of flowers outside of that, but I think this is a moth. Here's a picture of a moth I took once. It's pretty green. It was very cool. I took a picture yesterday of a cicada. Like a Central American cicada, which I'd never seen what those look like before. Their heads are really fucking weird. I'm used to like Eastern cicadas. But Jay says, oh, nice. Yeah, nice for getting free tattoos. That's so cool. Have you always wanted to get this one, or are you just like, you know what, that sounds like a cool idea? Ursa said, I'm back! Welcome back, Ursa! Hello! Hopefully you're doing well, and that this is, you're not back because you can't sleep. I hope you can sleep. We are currently working on the overlay now for tomorrow's stream. So you guys are going to see the janky version of it before it looks actually good. And Ursa says, oh, the bug! Yeah, Jay's getting a tattoo of a green moth. And I was like, oh my god, I literally just shared a picture of a green moth to Ursa. And Sika says, yo, yo, yo! Hey, Sika, how's it going? How's your day been so far? Hopefully well. I'm just drawing some Pokemon for tomorrow's stream overlay. Nurse says, I should be sleeping, yes. Oh, well, I hope you can sleep soon. Hopefully these tunes will stay chill. I'll keep my voice pretty even, and we can just lull you to sleep. Jay says, basically, I have always wanted a free tattoo. That was one of the ones I liked on the artist list. Oh, okay, so you're just like always wanted one that an artist wanted to do. Well, that's exciting. I hope they do a great job, and I hope you have a good time and that you guys get along well. Masika says, I've been working. Nurse says, yo, the cutest pearly girl is in the chat. And Sika says, I am fine. Pokemon's is nice. Been working? Well, hopefully you're off for the rest of the day and can just relax and chill and have a good rest of your night. Eat well and just have a good time. Maybe play some good games or keep me company. I will always love your company. But I'm glad you're doing well, despite like going to work and stuff. Hopefully it was very chill today. And Jay said, I may get a few more regular tattoos after that. I think I want to find a new artist. My previous artist lives about 2 hours away. Yikes. That's fair. I don't have an artist currently, but it seems ideal to like want to have one that's like closer by or whatnot. And Sika says, nah, not that kind of work, just doing pixel art. Oh, very fun! Well, hopefully your wrists are doing okay and you're stretching well and stuff. And Sika says, I appreciate it though. Because, yeah, pixel art can be really meticulous. And Kudono came in and redeemed a stretch and a hydrate. I will say A, hello Kudono, I hope you're doing well. And B, thank you, I'll do that right now. Alright, and now I'm stretching. Stretching my heart out. Stretching to the left, stretching to the right, stretching every day and all night, stretching, because stretching is important. There you guys go, stretch rap, courtesy of Rain. Never claimed to be an artist in that way. Ursa said, I can't wait to see more of your pixel art. Dude, for sure, Sika's pixel art is gorgeous. I was seeing it at like Kyoko's last poetry reading, and like, it was so cute the whole time. You did such a good job. Kudono said, hi Rain, I'm doing okay, hope you're doing well as well. I am doing well. Working on my stream overlay for my stream with Ergo tomorrow. I tried to pick a bunch of Pokemon that suit him and a bunch of Pokemon that suit me. But I'm glad you're doing okay. Hopefully this weather has been treating you well. Hopefully you're not frying like most of the world is, because woof, it's been a lot. It's 99 now, so it's gone down 2 degrees since I started. But it has been a lot to take in temperature-wise. And I heard you guys did like a really fun Fall Guys collab. How'd that go? I think I was really busy that night, but I was super psyched for it. Was it the same night as... Oh yeah, it was the same night as the poetry night. I'm so sorry. I went to go support everyone in poetry, but I saw that everyone was doing a Fall Guys collab and it was really cool. Like, to see everyone like working together, like, just knowing that they were all united friends far away. I was like, oh, they're having fun. So I hope you did have fun. Kudono said, I am indeed melting. It's rough as fuck. Oof. I'm sorry. Insert the Roblox oof. Goodness, well I hope you can stay cool as much as possible. And Kudono said, it went well. It was fun messing around. Oh, good. You form any alliances, or was it every person for themselves? I mean, Darkrai's kind of got a nice waist, though. Maybe I gotta watch the Darkrai movie after all. I would like to. I've heard it's a really good one. I like his little cute, like, princess sleeves. Those are adorable. They remind me of Hoshina Utao from Shigokara. Which I'm always compelled to then immediately go look up a reference, but I'm finally drawing again, and I'm like, you know what? I might leave this one up to you guys. If you don't know who Hoshina Utao is, she just notoriously wears, like, in most of her outfits, or her most iconic outfits, she always has princess sleeves. Kudono says, I just tried to survive, man. I hadn't played Fall Guys in years. Hey, I mean, you're warming up for future Fall Guys playthroughs, because I think everyone's hopping back into it again now that it's free. Kudono says, I won the practice round and lost every game afterwards. Well, you know what? You started off on a high, and you went downhill I know that's weird to say, but you know what's cool about that? Is that when you start at a high place and you end at a lower destination, that makes for a much funner roller coaster than just the wind up going to the top. So, like, maybe it's exciting to start that way. Who wants to end on the top? Kuno says, I got one win, that doesn't even count. You know, it counts in my heart, and it should count in yours too. Everyone knew to be intimidated by you, and you should be proud of that win. You're right to be proud of that win. I mean, I don't think I could have won any of those rounds, so props to you. Especially since there was like a shit ton of people there. The fact you won any round at all? Kuno says, because I beat Abby for it. Nice. It was you against her? What an epic showdown. That's like the moment that shonen's built for. Like, action anime just thrives off of that, like, friend rivalry. She's all like, oh, Nissan, are you really gonna fight me for this? And you're like, I'm sorry, I have to do what I have to do. I saw she was doing a jigsaw puzzle stream, and honestly, that's pretty inspirational. I feel like doing, streams that aren't game or art-oriented sometimes take, like, a lot of, like, planning, and they take, like, a lot of unknowns, because you don't know if anyone's going to be interested in not games and not art. But, like, immediately I'm like, oh man, I kind of want to watch this. Like, that's so cool. If I weren't about to stream, I would totally be on there. But, makes me want to also stream, like, jigsaw puzzles. It's so cool. And Kurono said, 1v1 at the end, and I trolled her to win. I'm sorry, little one, it had to be done. Knocks her off the stage. Oh my god, you trolled her to win? That's so mischievous. That's evil. But very cool. The puzzle has been going great, but geez, it's taking so long. She's a trooper. I saw what she was working on, and it's like almost all orange and pink, and I'm like, I do cartoon puzzles for a reason. That's ambitious as hell. Like, the puzzle she chose looks really hard. Also to see that, like, IRL, she had, like, the same haircut. Or not haircut, because, like, she doesn't have the camera on her, but, like, she has, like, the same hair color. I'm like, so much commitment. My human self does not have gray hair. But Kuno says she's been there 5 hours. Oh my god. Although, if I were her, I would be there for, like, 20, because I would be so sidetracked by everyone all the time. I'd be like, oh yeah, and then there's this time, and I'd put it down. I'd be doing what I'm doing with the Starcry right now. Bro, I'm like, oh yeah, let me show you my friends. But 5 hours, I wonder, is she close to being done? Maybe it'll be a two-parter. Maybe she's gonna get one of those puzzle mats that you roll up. That'd be a good throne gift. I have one of those, and they're very convenient. Corona said I would not be able to finish it in one sitting. Oh, no way. Yeah, you would have to get one of those, like, roll-up things. I would. Are you not a big puzzle guy? Corona says she's, maybe halfway? Something like that. Well, kudos to her. How, is it a 1,000 piece? Oh, it's 300, right? I think it said 300 on it. I feel like the amount of pieces doesn't matter as much as the subject matter of the pieces, because I feel like a 100 piece puzzle that's all white will take way longer than like an 1,000 piece puzzle that's covered in cartoon characters with clear line work and colors. Gonona says, oh no, I love puzzles, I just don't have the patience to sit still for that long. There's not a lot that makes me sit still for that long, but I do feel like puzzles is one of them. I get like hyper focused. But no, I totally get that. Like, I'll be playing video games and just be like, my mind's wandering. I need to do something else now. Or, like, I'll be reading, and if it's, like, not the most captivating literature ever, then I'll just stop. Although, I guess I have read for, like, hours and hours on end before. Maybe that's why I don't read as much as I used to, because I just don't feel like I had the time. Because I used to spend way too much time reading. You ever read Kurono? Like, novels or manga or anything like that? Are you more into shows and stuff? I think shows are always, by default, a little more convenient to consume. Because you can be guaranteed it will end in a certain period of time. But there is just a certain level to which reading is so captivating. Kurona says, not me. Brain doesn't let me focus on just one single thing like this. I cycle through lots of stuff. That's fair. I think I understand having a brain that doesn't let you focus on a lot. Kadona says, I don't have the patience to sit still and watch stuff. I do, however, enjoy reading a lot. Oh, well, I'm glad that you do have a method of, like, consuming material that you like. Reading anything lately? So you read, but you don't watch TV. The opposite of the typical daily, it seems. I think these aren't incredibly specific. I think his arms are made out of smoke, so he doesn't technically have to have them look like this all the time. So I'm like kind of sticking to the reference, but not very much. Because on the other side, they do not look like this at all. Kuno says, the most I've watched has been recently, because Abby has been pulling me into watching movies with her. Ooh, you guys watch any fun ones? And that's very sweet. I'm glad you guys have been watching shows. Nurse says, Ray, I lost the fight against sleepiness, so I'm going to bed. I hope you have an amazing stream, and remember, I love you lots. Love you too, Urson! Thank you! Thanks for stopping by, and sleep well. Hopefully you can actually sleep well this time, and some hot chocolate can hopefully help, and a good show. Or just some nice music. Oh yeah, this is the Pokemon music I was looking forward to. Fiona says, we've been watching horror movies mostly, but we watched another Cinderella story recently. Is that the one with, Hilary Duff? Where she's, like, texting a guy, and she wants to see who he is, and they, like, email or something? And she's blind, and she plays soccer or baseball, and she works at a diner. Ursa says, and I love how the Darkrai is looking. Thank you! I'm glad if I'm not botching the guy. I feel like maybe I made his head too big. But I'm glad if he's looking good. Thank you. I am no Darkrai expert. But I'm almost done, so I can just do simple colors. I'll probably try to keep the colors as simple as possible so they don't, like, look too jarring next to Ergo and I. Kadona says, no, the Selena Gomez one. Oh, the one where she's, like, singing and stuff like that. It's her favorite movie, so we sat down to watch it together. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I'm glad that she's been able to share some movies with you and stuff. That sounds like a fun time. I hope you've been enjoying it. But I feel like watching your friends' movies is always a pretty great time. But, horror movies are also great. I do love horror. I look forward to the spooky season coming back around when everyone decides to watch horror again. I haven't seen that newer version of Candyman yet, but I would like to see that because I did really like the old Candyman. Kadona says, I get to spend time with her, so yeah, it's been fun. Aw, well good, I'm so glad. That's so sweet. You guys really do remind me of, like, brother and sister. Kadona says, what do you mean? It's always spooky season. You're right, the world's a terrifying place to be in. It's always scary. There is a good chance that when Ergo gets onto this screen, he will cover up the entirety of this Darkrai, but I'll know it's there. Konono says yes, and Jay says, I really need to see the new Candyman. Yeah, it looks really good in the Hellraiser when it comes out. I haven't seen the original Hellraiser, but I've always heard good things. And you loved the old Candyman movie? Yeah, I did too. Honestly, it might have a lot to do with the fact that I think the old Candyman is, like, super cute. Like, he's all like, be my victim. And I'm like, okay. You're really cute, though. Like, I would definitely trust that guy. I don't know how the spikes are supposed to look under this dress. I guess I should just do the standard. Kuno says, I have not seen anything for this Candyman. Like, even the original Candyman? It's like a classic, because it talks about, like, a lot of deep stuff that horror movies didn't really talk about at the time. It addressed a lot of cool points. Had a really cool, like, kind of myth, but kind of not villain going on. Oh, no, the new one? Okay, the new one, it's like It seems like it's about someone in, like, the modern day getting repossessed by, like, the Candyman. I'm not super sure. But it does look really good. And I think they get the old Candyman to come back for a bit, which I'm all down for. And Jay says, oh, well, sure. Yeah, he's cute. Like, I want the old Candyman to be my neighbor. Be my neighbor. I will bring you cookies and candy if that's what you like. I mean, it's in the name. And Kadona says, although I hear Candyman and immediately default into the Lethal League one. Lethal League? I'm looking this up. Also, looks like we're done with the line work for Dark Rise, so we'll color it in just a moment. Lethal League Candyman. What is this? Oh my god! How do I get a good picture of this? I can't tell what the default outfit is. I guess, let me see. I think I found it. Free my rectum. This is so cute! I like this guy. What a fucking dapper guy. I'd wear this outfit. This is so cute. Jay says, what are your feelings on the Scream movies? I like them. They're very easy to consume. And I honestly like most content that's really easy to consume. As long as it's not, like, belittling in the way that it's easy to consume. I feel like Scream is, like, a really good testament on, like, speaking on the horror movies of its time. Each time, like, a new Scream comes out, it tends to have, like, a lot of good things to say about horror as a genre. And I respect that. I think all around Scream was a really fun time. I actually only watched it for the first time a few years ago. But I watched it all on Halloween, like, back to back. Except for the most recent one, because it didn't exist yet, and I still haven't seen that one, but I heard it was good. I think it's great. It seems like everyone working on the set really does enjoy those movies. I'd say it's one of my, like, comfort watches. I genuinely find Scream, like, to be a very comforting watch. It's very nice, the characters are very fun. It's just a good time, even if it's not, like, the scariest thing. Kadona says, he's wacky. He is wacky. And Jay says, okay, cool. Oh, do you like the Scream movies too? Yeah, I would say they're in, like, some of my top classic horror. Because I don't know that much about classic horror, but, like, I do feel like Scream, when it comes to classic horror, is... Like, I would probably watch that over Candyman. As much as I liked Candyman, I don't really feel like it's, like, a easy to consume comfort watch for me. And I love that kind of content. So, I definitely like to consume the shit out of some Scream. Let's see. If we can color this Darkrai. I kind of want to put Ergo's model in here and see, like, make sure this doesn't contrast with him too bad. So let me go grab his model. Ergo. Things just outing me as trying to find references because I, like, go to search him up, but it's like, you want to see the person you looked up most recently, and I'm like, yeah, I did draw him, like, yesterday. So naturally, he's gonna be up top. But it's like, you want to see Revenants? You want to see Ergo? And I'm like, yes. I always feel like the recently on is always like, you go to these people's pages a lot, and I'm like, I mean, they're my friends. Shoba came in and redeemed a hydrate. I will do as such. Thank you, Shobra. And Shobra said Lethal League. It has been quite some time since I have last touched such a game with style. Oh yeah? What kind of game is Lethal League? Like, the character designs are cute. Let me go ahead and pop in there. Oh my god! In all his beautiful glory, just taking up my entire fucking screen. Hello, Ergo. Alright, let me put him over here. Kodono said extreme dodgeball? What? That sounds like so much fun! Alright, so he'll be here. I never realized how broad his shoulders were. Next to mine, which are so fucking small. And Showbro says, Lethal League is dodgeball except the ball is a baseball that can break the sound barrier. Wow. Players must hit the ball back and forth in order to get each other out. And Corona says, it's fun as fuck. And the music is great. Oh, I always liked dodgeball. And by liked dodgeball, I liked watching people play it, and then whenever I succeeded, but not when I lost. I was always a sore loser. But the concept of dodgeball always was really fun. I liked it a lot more than kickball. Fucking hated kickball. But I like dodgeball. And the character design you showed me is really cute. Well, that does not help me with the colors at all. I do not have a transparent image of Ergo, so I'm just gonna try my best. There we go. Let me go ahead and bring myself in here too, just to see exactly how jarring we would be next to one another. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Well, I don't have a hat, so this doesn't count. I'm gonna chop my arms off and throw myself into this one. Corona says, I was a great dodgeball player, so reflexes came in handy. Of course you were, because you're a wonderful athlete. you're very, talented. Is the word. I'm like trying to think of a better word. I'm like, no, I think the word for it's just talent. You earned that. But, that's awesome. I would totally have picked you on my team. I was never the head of picking teams, though. They should have given me that opportunity because I needed bodyguards. I was so weak. I had a nice kick, but that was about it. Shobra said, the game is known for its interesting movement and unique properties considering parrying and grabbing the ball. It is sort of a rock, paper, scissors in that you can grab a ball being parried, but cannot grab a non-parried ball. It is a bit difficult to explain. A visual demonstration would be better. Well, I hope they have like a tutorial or a guide, because that would be pretty cool. I think that would help. Let me shrink myself a little bit more. Oh, whoops. Man, I kind of wish I had my hat, but at this point I'm so used to having my little, like, ahoge hairpiece wave in the wind that I'd be kind of sad to see it go. Maybe I don't need a stupid bucket hat. It pisses me off anyways whenever I try to rig it. This stupid ass hat pissing me off. So, maybe I'll never have a hat. Maybe I'll be Forever Hatless Rain. That'll be my full title in Lord of the Rings. Forever Hatless Rain. Alright, here I am. Wow, bridging the world between cartoons and anime. Shubber says a tutorial does exist. It explains things very well. Oh, good! Corona says the hat is trying its best. Fuck the hat! The hat never tried for me! The hat hates me, and I hate the hat! We are not friends! I still draw it on myself every now and then, though. I like it. I even, on my birthday wish list, put a hat, that looked like it, because I think that hat's cute! It doesn't work on my head. Kanata says, hashtag justice for the hat. Fuck the hat. Hashtag justice for Rain. The hat fucked me over. It's like my tragic backstory that this hat has been so mean to me for so long. I'm gonna erase it out of here. No hat on my channel. Just gray. Yeah. In a really cute hairpiece that I think is way cooler than a hat. Constrains my bangs anyways. Who needs a stupid hat? And then there's like me crying in an alleyway waiting for the hat to come home. You know, if I ever make a ton of money someday, or meet a millionaire who really just wants to see me have a hat, then maybe I'll get a hat. But I'm gonna get someone else to rig it someday, because the hat and me, we do not rig together. I'd rather re-rig my mouth so that I could frown, because you guys would not believe how much I frown. Actually, you probably wouldn't believe how much I frown, because I don't frown very much. My default is pretty much always a smile. But I frown every now and then. I would love to share that with you. I frown every now and then. But for now, the saddest or angriest I can look is, here's my sad. You can't tell I'm sad, can you? And here's my angry. Oh, kind of angry, but more just like evil. So I'd like to be able to frown one day. We'll get there. Okay, well, this is more accurate anyways, because then I can see how the gray looks behind things, because I don't really have a hat. But, okay, Darkrai! I should probably cut the corners a little closer. Kuro says, you look so precious, as if you're trying to pout, but can't. Thanks. But also, how dare you? Right now, I'm just trying to get cat fur out of my eye. I'm allergic to cats, so if I get cat fur in my eye, I'm pretty much fucked for hours. But I still love cats so much, so I still want to own them. And so I do. I call my cat my son a lot, and I realize that if I get another cat sometime, I can name it Mason. So it's like Mason, my son. It just sounds really similar. I don't know how I feel about the name Mason, but it'd be a good cat name if you want to call your cat my son Mason. Konoha says, that's okay. My model also looks always happy when I'm normally frowning or scowling. Yeah, I feel like I got V Bridger a while ago so that I could, like, have, frown ability, but I realized that you have to rig it for V Bridger, and I tried rigging, like, normally outside of V Bridger, and it was a shit show, and I hated it. So, I'm very intimidated to rig it within V Bridger. So I might just not ever do that. I might have just paid $20 for V-Bridger and then just not ever use it. But if I ever get V-Bridger to work, then I'll have a frown. So the day you guys see me frown will be the day I either learn how to do emotes and reactive images, or it'll be the day that I learn V-Bridger and actually get my money out of that. But I think it's cool that you're always scowling or whatever. I wouldn't have expected you're so stoic, because you're always laughing and being so happy. But I have a lot of stoic friends, so I think it makes sense in that way anyway. That it's like, oh, of course I would meet another stoic friend. Like, I don't know if you've seen Adrian's model, my vigor, but her model is like always really straight-faced and then occasionally smiles a little bit. Kuno says, you finally frown because of the hat. Yeah, once the fucking hat gets here, you can expect I'll be frowning. That bitch-ass hat makes me so mad. Kuno says, I suffer from resting bitch face hard. Well, then I'm sure it's kind of reassuring to have a model that smiles a lot, because then people don't constantly misinterpret your facial expressions as, like, negative. Although I think it is kind of exhausting how often, like, you gotta, like, mask or put on a smile to be like, oh, I'm actually not feeling anything right now, but I don't want people to think I'm angry, so I have to smile. It's like, ugh. Some people say that, like, America's an overly friendly place because people are always smiling. I would almost agree with that. Because, like, it is a little exhausting, the expectation to, like, either always smile, because if you're not smiling, then you must be like a bitch. And I'm like, that's frustrating. I'm totally gonna get smile wrinkles, because I'm just always overly smiling. Like, I promise, we're friends! Like, I just, you know, even as I'm tired, I smile. But I'm always tired. Okay, so this color good with Ergo. I guess I could also just rip the color straight from Darkrai. Let me see. How would that look? That does kind of blend in with his head a bit, so I guess I'll make it just a little less. I can do it kind of green. I don't want to do it as dark as his hair, because it'll definitely just blend in. But Kadona says, yeah, gotta smile so people don't think I'm planning murder. I mean, I am, but they don't need to know that. Yeah, exactly. It's your right to mask the murder plans. That's all on you. You can totally do that. Yeah, what was the original color I had for this Darkrai? I guess blue fits better. Alright, I'll stick with the blue. And then get rid of Ergo's head. Whoops. Let me go ahead and... I had these little stand-ins, but I guess I'll just get rid of those, because this is quite literally where we're actually going to stand. But, I'm very nervous. There's a lot of coding and, like, preparation I need to do to host this tomorrow, but Ergo always hosts it, and I wanted to finally, like, take the burden off of his shoulders for once. So, I'm doing it, gosh dang it, for Ergo. And also because I like hanging out with him, and so I also get benefits. from going through the effort and putting overlays together and stuff. And then this Friday, I don't know if I'll stream Mario. I guess I will. I will be streaming Mario Party with Revenants and Ergo. But I don't know, because I find it hard to sometimes chat when I'm also, like, chatting with them. But if there's more than one person, then they could be chatting to each other and I can reply to chat. It's interesting, trying to figure out when to chat and when not to. Because I guess there's those tags that's like, no chatting stream. And I could always do one of those whenever I'm, like, collaborating with people. But I just like chatting with people, and if they're here, I want to talk to them. Like, you came to see me. Like, on a chat. Kuno says, beat 'em up! Beat up Ergo and Revenants? I will! Just you watch. This Friday at 4 p.m. Central. I will kick their asses and the computer. You watch. I'll make them wish they never played Mario Party with me, and then we will never play collabs ever again. It'll be so sad. But that's how much I'm gonna kick their ass. No, I'm saying this to just increase the irony when I lose. But no, I don't plan on losing. I plan on winning. I plan on going home with the championship belt. I have got this, and they have got me as their rival. Kudo says, hopefully I can make it, because I want to see you beat him. Thank you. Oh man, Grezzy was going to be there, though, and then no one would have been able to root for me. Because, like, oh, okay, Revenant's, like, neutral, and then Ergo, he's, like, a villain, and then I can be, like, the hero. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm the hero you guys can root for. You know, the glorious Dashing Rain. The hero you all root for. But if Grezzy's there, I feel like she's, like, the ultimate hero. Like, she's just the goddess, and so, like, if she was there, no one could root for me. But, honestly, actually, maybe you shouldn't put any of your eggs in my basket. Like, you shouldn't root for me. I don't know how good of an a player I am up against them. Kuno says, but Grezzy takes all. She's like the ultimate boss. I don't think I could go up against her. But she had plans, so it'll just be me, Ergo, and Revenants. And my ultimate plan, as long as the computer doesn't win, I will be so happy. Kuno says, an actual cinnamon roll. I know! She's so sweet. So, like, I feel like if it were at the very end and it was a round between me and Grezzy, I probably would actually just lay down and let her have the win. I'd be like, fuck it, dude, I'm not fighting you. Just take it, I want you to win. I would be rooting for Grezzy. So, that wouldn't be fair. She's just too good. Like, even her emotional game is so strong. Kunoa says, mood, just end me. Yeah, like, dude, you know what? Fuck it, you can have the win. I don't want you to lose. Like, I'm on your side. But I'm kind of hoping if we put the computer on, like, Master Energy or whatever, we'll, like, all be teaming up against it. Because the computer will be, like, really difficult. So then Revenant, Ergo, and I can all just be, like, allies. Because, I mean, I'll kick their ass if I have to, but I would really just like to fight alongside them. It kind of makes me miss how in Mario Party 6, which is, like, my favorite Mario Party. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that. I really like Mario Party 6. You can do team modes in it, and so you can, like, team up against the CPU with your friends, but I don't know why that's not in this one. Because I want to team up. I want to co-op. That's my favorite thing to do, is turn a competitive game into a co-op game. Because I am not that fun to compete with. Not because I'm a sore winner. More because I'm a bitter loser. But I'll rein it in. Haha. Do you come here for puns? Because you're getting them. Kunoa says, you deserve it. The win or the loss. But I don't know if I'm going to do any overlays or specific fancy gimmicks for that. Like how I'm doing a specific overlay for this tier. Kunoa says, people say the same about me because it's like, because they don't like losing. Oh, people say you're like a sore loser just because they don't like losing? That's lame. What the heck? Are you a sore loser? Somehow I imagine you just laughing it off and being super chill about it. Seems like you always take things in stride. Kuno says, no, they don't like playing stuff with me. Because you always kick their ass. My family does not like playing Drawful with me because I always win. And I'm always like, no, like, it's because you're an artist. And I'm like, no, it's because I have imagination, which you could totally have. without being an artist. You don't need to draw to have imagination. That's bullshit. That's a lie that everyone tells you. But like, you can absolutely have a really wonderful imagination and like be able to convey things. And like, I feel like Drawful is mostly communication skills, if anything. But people are like, well, it's because your art's good. I'm like, well, it's not like an art voting contest. You just have to convey an idea. You can do that with stick figures better than you can like masterpieces. So I don't think Drawful is like based off of art skill. But sometimes I do think maybe there is like an upper hand, but my parents just won't play Drawful with me because of it. Kudo says, and when they do, they conspire against me. No! You know what? Fuck that. We're gonna play Mario Kart someday, and I'll work with you. We will kick everyone's asses together. We'll make sure they regret conspiring against you. Crow Alien team up. Kudono style. Black and yellow, we got this. Wait a second. Kudono, would you say that your main color scheme is black or red? Kudono says, I mean, they still lose, but still. Yeah, where's the camaraderie? Where's the chivalry in them teaming up on you? The fact they still lose is pretty funny, though. Coloring things because it's time to color. Okay. Blue eyes, very striking. I guess I don't need to limit his palette too much because his palette doesn't have much going on. I don't actually know if we have that many Pokemon that have too much going on with their palettes. And here's a white. And let me go ahead and whoopsie daisies. Oh, what the fuck? I was coloring on this layer. I did not mean to do that. Let me go ahead and color on the layer above. Kudono says 50% black, 40% red, 10% white. So yes, I'm a Darkrai. Holy shit, you are! That's awesome. I didn't even notice. I was thinking because Revenant and I have been looking for a littlest sibling that likes milk and also has a red color scheme. So, I mean, if you got a red color scheme, are the littlest sibling in your family, and you also like milk, I think we found our third member. But you gotta like milk. That's the main thing. I said a really bad joke to Revenant. He's like, what would we call it if we were like a VTuber group of like primary colored people who were like the youngest sibling who all liked milk? And I was like, Milky Boys, as like an edgy joke. I don't think it got a laugh. It was very super mega humor. You can blame Brevs on that one, almost, because she's got like that humor out the wazoo, but it's like something I wouldn't normally say, but I was like, let's be Milky Boys. And Revenance was just quiet. Kudono said, I didn't even notice till you asked, and I looked at Darkrai. Yeah, dude! I would have to give Darkrai on yours too if we did Pokemon stuff together. But, also crows. You would have a lot of the same, I guess, I don't know if you saw all the animals I gave, Ergo, but I got the crow, Corviknight, or I guess it's a raven, but it's a Corvus, a Corvid, and then an Umbreon, and then a Murkrow, and then an Absol. Kudono said, unfortunately I do not like milk. Shucks. So close. But Jay says, okay, I'm off. See you later, Rainy. See ya, Jay. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck with your tattoo. I hope it turns out super awesome, and hopefully they're your next tattoo artist, so you don't have to drive so far. But thanks for stopping by, and take care. If I don't see you again before my vacation, I just hope you have a grand time this August. Kudono says, all I need is my baby Gengar. Yeah, I didn't put my favorites on here. I just kept putting ones that fit my aesthetic, which I don't know if you saw that Pokemon poll I did that was like, what Pokemon do you guys think fits my aesthetic the most? And I said, like, it was tied in the end between Ribombee and Jirachi, what people thought fit me the most. One person said Zeraora. No one said the Nucleus one. But eventually it was so tied that I just ended up giving Ergo another Pokemon. Yeah, it was tied. So I put them both in there, so then I just ended up giving Ergo extra. So all my Pokemon that fit my style ended up being... Where are they? Okay. I did Manaphy first, because it's like looks like a little alien, and it has like little yellow decals like I do, and it like loves the sea. And I'm like, okay, so that's like my big Pokemon, where like Ergo's big Pokemon is Darkrai. And then I did Braixen, because Braixen's got like a little yellow dress with black and white decals like I do. And then Jirachi, because everyone, like it was split down the middle between Jirachi and Ribombee. And so then I did Ribombee, and then Jolteon as like my evolution. Ignore all the clustery, reference images. Those will not be there. Speaking of, we can just get rid of Darkrai's. Oh my gosh, if I can get the layer open. I think that was it. Looking at him again, just in case. Yeah, I think that was it. So now we just got Darkrai. Oh, whoops. Let me go ahead and make it its own layer, so I can disable and enable it whenever I want and move it all together. Very cool! It only took way too long. We got Darkrai done. And let me go ahead and throw Ergo in front of it. Very cool. Also, this is like the thing I have for all of my... This whole... I don't know why it's all in one thing, but this is specifically like the Pokemon collab. This was what I used for Misao. It's like all broken up and stuff with all the warnings. And like, here's the one I used for art collabing with Udi. And then here's the one I use right now for art. But there's even the Sonic one in here because it's just based off of that, and I have like Sonic chat. There's a lot going on here. I won't claim to actually know what I'm doing, but this is the Pokemon Stream collab overlay. So, and I mean, if you guys have any opinions on how this background looks, please let me know. I don't have like a lot of confidence in this background. Wait, shit, wrong background. Oh wait, no, correct background. It's just like a generic Pokemon background. So I really don't know how to feel about it. I try to add some like overlays to it, but like here's some dots I added into it. And then here's like the actual original thing. It's like green. I guess the green could suit us, so maybe I'll just stick with that for now. But I put an overlay just so I could like make it easier to look at. But I might go with the green, I don't know. We'll see. I'm very torn. And also nervous, because I have to do like a lot of shit to make this overlay work. But I want to make it work! I want it to look good! I want to host well. I want to be a good host. Gunoto said, at least you know what everything's for. For the most part. I labeled some things. I don't go back to some of those overlays, like the Misao one. I don't really plan on using that one again. So I really could just delete it, but just in case, like literally just in case, I have it still. I'm gonna hydrate real quick. Okay. Oh my gosh. I like, my apartment is next to like the parking lot and then like the dumpster, and so I can like see the dumpster from where I'm at. And this kid like just had like the most enormous amount of packing material and was carrying it over their head and just raced to the dumpster with it. It's very endearing. But alright, Darkrai's done! Let me go ahead and... I kinda am liking the green background. I'm just torn. I just want everything to be like legible and easy and like not super tacky, and like I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a banner up here, but it'll probably be like blue and white stripes and then like have red Pokeballs on it. I don't know. There's a lot of work to be done before tomorrow, especially figuring out how the fuck I'm gonna get chat to work in that little tiny box, but we'll see. A lot of just free assets for the background in the box, but I'm like, you know what? I'm making it work. Alright, so now on to Corviknight. You know what? Fuck that, we're doing Umbreon. I want an easy Pokemon I've drawn before. I don't want to do another hard one. I can end on Corviknight, because, oh, I am not looking forward to drawing Corviknight. Corviknight was actually a huge bitch. I had to look up like 70 references to get it in a pose, because like, you know, I couldn't just draw them in the pose that they actually have in all their reference materials. I had to give him a unique pose that hasn't been drawn before. I don't know why I do this. Kadona says, when I was in the apartment in Florida, my window would look at the trash, and you could just see people making a mess there. Aw, that's so annoying. Like, everyone has to use that. What the fuck? Also, Florida's cool. Hope you enjoyed your time there. And by Florida's cool, I mean specifically the progressive areas of Florida and not anywhere else. Because everywhere else is a lot of swamp and a lot of not cool mindsets, unfortunately. I was gonna move to Florida, but I found out, like, the best places to go were all the most expensive. Which is just how it is sometimes. Let me see. Umbreon. Wait, where is Umbreon? Okay, right here. Go ahead and grab this line color. This is dark green. Kuro says, it was a good time when I was there. People were nice and chill. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you found a good crowd. Sorry you had to move. My Umbreon looks like a little bit like a rabbit. But, you know what? It's just a new style, that's all. Never say I'm a really good furry artist, but I can try. Try to make it most like a fox as possible. I think that's what Ergo sees in it. Chopper says, make Rain say what you want, and I would like to hear you say this. There is always a pathway forward. You simply need to find it. Well, I hope that was good, but I can do a take two if you need me to. I'm not a professional voice actor like you, so I'm sure. Man, if you ever needed to direct a voice acting project, I would totally be on it, dude. Do as many takes as you need. Kadona says, nah, I was just staying there with my sister for a bit. It was supposed to be like a week, but ended up staying for a whole year. Oh, well dang! I have actually been there. I stayed with my parents for like a year when I was just supposed to be there for a month or so. So, I mean, thank goodness our family's cool. I'm glad you stayed with your sister, because she sounds super nice. Trevor says, that was very good. And you think I am a professional? That is kind of you to say. Thank you. Well, you've more than proven yourself, dude. You're, like, super talented. Like, all your voices, I love them. So, like, you're very welcome. Never hard to say the truth. Especially when it's about your friends. But, I'm glad you were out of Florida then. Yeah, you ever need me to... Well, I know Crowan does this one thing where he has people say, full Crowan Chroma, and it's like different friends of his. Dude, I know Crowan and I aren't like close or anything like that, but I would love to do one of those someday. If that were ever a thing you'd want, I'd be so happy. I'd be like, oh, I can do a full Crowan Chroma, I'll help you draw it all. Those are so cool. It's just such a cute idea. But, anyways, there's like, where he gets like, if you don't know Crowan, he does like essentially like an intermission sound based off of Full Metal Alchemist, where he has friends say full Crowan Chroma, and if Shoba, you ever need someone to say quotes for you for your intermissions, I got this. I'll totally do that. Kadona says, I need to record mine of those because I'm waiting for a new mic to get here. Oh, shoot! Well, congrats on the new mic, but that also kind of infers the last mic either wasn't good enough or was broken. I hope it just is an upgrade. I'm so sorry if it is broken. And Shober says, thank you, Ren. You are most kind. Aw, well, I'm just returning the kindness you gave to me, so, like, thank you. If I'm kind at all, you got yourself to thank. And if I am evil, you'll also have yourself to thank. That goes 2 different ways. But I would never be evil to you guys. You guys are super sweet. I have been very happy with, like, all my chance awesome encounters with you guys. Have been really nice. That I lived in such a vast world, in such a big community, and yet I still met you guys. Makes me very happy. Kadona says, it is an upgrade. This new one has some more stuff that improves my whole setup. What? That's awesome! Congratulations! Well, I hope you look forward to recording it. So are you re-recording your full Chroma? Or are you recording a full Chroma for the first time with this new mic? Because, like, what a fun first project to have. Oh, and it'll be so nice. I'm so excited that when people raid and stuff, like, I'll get to see your full Chroma. I think I've seen ergos, and I've seen corvus twigs, and I've seen, I think I've seen hells? It's someone who's like really close in his friend group that I have heard a lot about, but I don't follow. And Shoba, redeem hydrate. And stretch. Thank you! Thanks for looking out for me. I'll go ahead and do that. And stretching. A really big stretch. I actually have a bunk bed that's right behind me, so I can just grab onto it and stretch my arms out. Stretching them behind my back, too. I do take stretch very seriously. Like, if I could just stop and do yoga, I would just do it. Because stretches are super important, especially when drawing. And Kadona said, I recorded them, but I didn't send them, and then I got the mic, so I'm like, I'll just wait for it and make it better. That's so exciting! This will be so fun! I'm so happy I'll get to see you in those. Honestly, I feel like there was a time where I was catching Crowan streams more than anyone's, because I kept, like, doing activities way late at night, where I'm like, this is the prime time for streams, and, like, almost no one streams super late at night, which is fair, because I can imagine not a lot of people are awake. But, like, that's when I would always catch Crowan streams, and so I'm like, I'm kind of bad. Sometimes at attending streams, I would like to attend more, and now I have the opportunity to, which I'm very excited to. I was already attended a lot more streams when I was cat sitting than I have the entire time I had my other job, so I'm, like, very excited to have a future of being able to attend streams more. What was I saying? Anyways, I'm really excited to see streams more. But I'm excited to see more full Crowan chromas. I never watched Full Metal Alchemist, which is where every Full Metal Alchemist fan comes in a wave and says, what? And I go, yeah. And they go, how do you even like anime if you haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist? And I'll be like, because it's not the only anime. And they'll be like, it might as well be. And I'll be like, that's fair, it sounds really good. And they'll be like, it is. There's this one scene, and then they'll tell me some scene they're really passionate about, and I'll be like, that actually sounds really fucking cool. And then I just never watch it because the amount of episodes and the fact there's 2 different versions that everyone has different opinions on which one to watch really intimidates me, and I already know a lot of spoilers. And I also accidentally one night on Adult Swim was watching TV and saw the exact last episode, so I feel like I kind of ruined a lot. But, like, the characters are cute. Maybe someday. Maybe on my deathbed I'll be like, you know what? I'm not a true anime fan yet. Let me watch Full Metal Alchemist. So that's my story. That's my theoretical and also incredibly real experience. You know, so that's a mood. I'm bad at attending streams sometimes, but then when I can, I have like 5 tabs open. Can you do that? Because the other day I kind of wanted to have multiple people's streams open, but I was also like, will Twitch like flag you for giving too many views or something? Because I'd like to do that, because if I can't be there sometimes, it's like, well, I at least want to give a view. Kurono says, I have exactly 1 scene from Full Metal Alchemist that I love, and that's it. Only 1? I'm so surprised. Everyone who's seen that anime, like, talks so highly about it. It genuinely sounds like a great time, and I love the art. I like the characters. I don't know why, like, 3/4 of them are all blonde, but, like, you know what, whatever. Like, I used to have a thing for blondes, I get it. Hence me being young and really liking Clement from Pokemon. But now I'm older, and Clement is sun material. But I used to, pretty much, if there's a blonde, you can probably guarantee I crushed on them as a kid at some point. So, like, I get it, creator of Full Metal Alchemist. Kanona says, some scenes are great, but I only love 1 scene because it's hilarious. Oh. Well, I would love to hear about it. If you want to be the Full Metal Alchemist fan in the hypothetical situation that tells me about a scene they're really passionate about, I love those scenarios. It may have sounded like I was fatigued, but I actually really love hearing about, like, people. Like, I remember when Attack on Titan came out. I never watched a single episode of that show, but I feel like I've watched so much of it, because I would just sit and listen to people talk about it all day, and be like, wow, that's really cool. It was so, like, drastically different conversations each time. Like, one person would be like, oh my god, then Armin and Eren, they were so cute, and then someone would be like, then Mikasa did this really epic thing. And then every single person who watched it was like, and then Levi? What? And, like, everyone liked Levi, so That's what I got from listening to everyone talk about it. Whether they talked about it in a fanfic capacity, shipping all the characters, or if they talked about it in like a horror capacity with admiration and respect. It was really nice to consume it all secondhand. Secondhand Attack on Titan. Chrono said, I'm trying to find it because I sent Chrono the link. Oh, I would love to watch. I don't know if I should be saying this, but I don't really have mods because I don't know how to do that. I should get them someday, and I will. But I don't know how to do that. So I think you can just send a link to chat, and it shouldn't block you. I don't know if it will, but if it does, I think I can just enable it. And some people have like live mods, like people mods. I always think that's pretty wild. Like, that's so cool. Koda says, and then type their name. Type whose name? The mod's name? Oh, it didn't send. You want to Discord it to me? Because I can look at it through there. And they can all watch it together. Just type / then type the username of the person to mod them. Oh! Well, you want to be a mod? Would that help you? Pro Kudono. Unrecognized command. Wait, do I do the asterisk too? Hold on. Damn it. This is like bringing flashbacks of me, people trying to teach me to raid. Okay, hold on. Mod. Yes, okay, cool. Mod. Crow. Kudono. Did that work? Are you a mod now? Did I do it? I hope that worked. It didn't tell me anything. Okay, cool. You're there. You're a mod. Yay! Congratulations. Now you can ruin everything. I actually don't know what a mod can do. I don't know what the permissions are, but I don't care because I trust you. Shower routine, hydrate. Thank you. Very tasty water, and by that I mean very bad water, but I like it because it keeps me alive, I presume. Thank you. I always need to hydrate because my throat dies and I forget. I just keep talking. Chipper says, moderators are quite helpful. I've enlisted this power to several beings I am familiar with. That's cool. Konono says, I can control the peasants. Hey, yeah, control my humanoids with care. I trust you. My humanoids and non-humanoids. Control my creatures with care, please. My sentience. Does that mean you can also just, like, what is it? Use any of my redeems at any time? Because that's rad. But, I think it's cool to have mods. Like, that's a lot of trust. Well, hey, now Kudono is my first mod. Congratulations. I'm actually gonna drink a little more water. So, to my fellow sentients in chat, do you like Pokemon, Zelda, or is Sonic more in terms of games? Because I am very torn on playing Legend of Zelda Thursday. I kind of just want to play more Sonic, but I also don't want to trap everyone in Sonic Hell. But, I figured I would also ask, because I do so much Pokemon stuff, it feels kind of silly I haven't played Pokemon on stream yet either. Shiba says, I do not know what I would do without such beings. I very much appreciate their presence. Or their assistance. Oh, well, I'm sure they know they're appreciated. You're really good at sharing that, so I'm sure they're very happy to mod for you. And Kodono said, I can't redeem stuff whenever I can ban and timeout stuff. Oh, tier redeem stuff, but you can ban and timeout stuff. Okay, like bots, which I'm gonna do in a second. I sent you the link to the clip. Okay, in Discord, I'll go ahead and see. Let me open up Discord so I can talk to my friend, who happens to be a crow and also a barista. Also, I keep forgetting to call you senpai, but it's like a bit I forget about every now and then. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have heard this story, or if I've told this story, but when I was working at my customer service job, this guy came in and he bought like baseball cards, and I like picked him out for him, and I was like, hey, like I'll go ahead and pick you out, oh my god, there was a bot here, 0AX2? Or maybe that's their favorite numbers and letters. Oh wait, shoot, was I not supposed to dox them? Do I have to dox bots? Can a bot get doxed? To Electric Sheep Dream? Okay, thank you. Thanks for banning these bots. Very sweet of you. Oh, I never even noticed. I don't even know. You can see who's watching me? Can I do that? Mikasa was in here from Attack on Titan. Okay, Shover says, I believe I enjoy Sonic somewhat more. The gameplay style appeals to me. Going fast is most freeing. Absolutely. I do feel like Sonic gameplay is just really like, it can be kind of silly sometimes, but I feel like for the most part, it is just really fun to do. Well, thank you for your input. Because then I might feel a little more confident just streaming a shit ton of Sonic, because my Sonic backlog is massive. But, thanks, Kudono. You're doing so much cool underground shit over there. I have no clue what it is, but it's very cool. Alright. Ergo signed off on Mario Party this Friday, so that's cool. Kudono says you can. Clicking the tiny person somewhere on your screen lets you see your viewers. What? Users in chat that's been here the whole time? Wait, I don't want to look at it. If anyone's lurking, I feel like I'm invading their privacy. Like, I don't even know how many people are in chat at a time. Like, I genuinely don't even look at my streams when I'm streaming, because somehow I feel like... I think I did that once, and I was like, this is distracting. Because then I'd be like, the number went up, the number went down, the number went up, the number went down. And I'm like, this is weird. I don't really want to engage with the number, but I would like to engage with the people who are here. But anyways, I see the clip. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, so it's a tweet. Let me go ahead and bring in audio from the browser. Close out audio for the music for both of us. And hopefully I can bring you guys over seamlessly. Seamlessly isn't really my thing, but let me go ahead and see. Browser. Do I get rid of... This is hard. Maybe I'll just add a window thing. Let me add a window... Was it display capture? Sure. Okay. Display capture and do... Well, that's a lot. Let me get rid of that because that's wrong. I'm so sorry. I am so bad at this. Kuno says that should be all the bots, according to the website I used to check. Oh, you even used this website? Thank you. That's really sweet of you. Chrome. Is that what I should use? Yes! Goodness gracious. One day, I think I might be decent. Semi-decent at technology. Today is not that day. But you guys should be able to hear the browser. Should, being a very strong word. But thank you, Kudono, that was really sweet of you. Thanks for getting rid of all those bots. Let me see. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this. And I'll turn the volume up for all of us.
What are you doing, Lieutenant? Do you know who your gun's pointed at? Who? Don't make me laugh. When it's just us, the Colonel calls me by my first name, Riza.
So you two are that close, are you?
I lied.
Oh my god. I love that. That was great. Thank you. I lied. Oh my god. Although from what, like, I gather, according to everyone's feelings on those two, they are that close. Konoda's like, it absolutely kills me. That is so good. I lied. Like, the sound of it and everything. That's solid. Even out of context, that's pretty great. Oh yeah, there's one thing that anyone has learned today. It is, mods are really cool. Kudono's really nice. Also, no, this is more than one thing. I should never be trusted to mod anything. I will accidentally delete fucking everything. I should not be trusted with the computer that I use. I shouldn't be trusted with the pen that I use for my tablet. I don't know why I am here, but I managed to make it. So, count me being here as a fucking miracle. No one should ever have me mod. Kudono says, lessons of the day. Mods are cool, Kudono sucks. Not. No! Kudono's nice, and so is Shobra. And so is everyone who came by today. I have had no one come by that was a huge fucking dick. So I'm very happy about that. And I've had people come by who are very sweet, like you. I'll beat up anyone who says Kudono sucks, including Kudono. You are not immune. I will beat you up. I don't know if it's an effective treatment, but fuck it. I'm not a therapist. I'm just your friend. Konoda says, beat me up. Do it. I will. You'll see. Once I get this pen off this paper, I will beat the heck out of you. And then Twitch gets flagged for threatening. I can't believe still that Honey Pop can't be streamed in any capacity on Twitch, but fucking Nekopara can't. I'm like, what? Why is Honey Pop banned? Is it because it's got edgy humor? It's so sad. I love Honey Pop. Honestly, chances are I'll never stream anything ecchi on Twitch. If I ever stream anything ecchi, a friend told me about, like, websites for streaming ecchi things, and I'm like, you know what? I might do it there. Because I don't know, but I love playing it. I know! It's okay, so, like, if I ever get an account on a website that lets me stream ecchi content, if you ever want to collab with me and we just play Honey Pop together, that would be a really fun time. Because, like, and then we just link people over to it. I don't know how many people will come over from Twitter to, like, an ecchi streaming site. But, like, if that's what it takes, fuck it. One day I want to stream Honey Pop. It's stupid that they blocked it so hard. It's, like, genuinely a fun game. And I love Jessie, specifically in Honey Pop 2. This song is so beautiful. Oh, I finally got my own Spotify. I don't know if you were here last time I opened my Spotify, but it's not mine, and it's shared with, like, a shit ton of people, so it just, like, revealed everyone's playlist, and I'm like, And that's when everyone told me that studio mode exists for me to edit things while you guys can't see it. I still don't use that as much as I should, but I figured out studio mode for this stream, so I could go from Sonic Forces to art, which was a fucking miracle that worked. I'm so glad. But, I practiced before stream, switching over between, like, 2 different modes while using studio mode. It was really hard. I got through it. But anyways, I, like, doxed all my friends' playlists on Spotify and all their names. But, now I have my own Spotify, so I shouldn't ever have that happen again. Konoda says, Honey Pop any % speedrun race. Oh my gosh, speedrunning Honey Pop? I just want to unlock all the. I want to unlock all the clothes. Can I do a clothes % speed run? Kuno says I love Aubrey because she's mean. I love Aubrey's clothing choices because they're cute as fuck and very moe, and I love them. I just love them. Not all of her hair like options look great, but her clothing, like, they're pretty inventive. I like how like vast they are because like Tiffany's hairstyles are like, you want twin tails? You want twin tails with bows? And I'm like, Tiffany, stop being boring. But Aubrey has some fun unlockables. Lola has some cute unlockables too. Nikki has the most underwhelming unlockables of any Honey Pop character. She also has the most underwhelming personality of any Honey Pop character. Corona says, ooh, we can make a Spotify blend between us. We could! A nice Spotify brew, if you will. A Spotify storm. Oh my god, dude! If we had like a duo name, it'd be like Storm Brewing, you know? There's a Storm Brewing, cause you brew coffee, and I like rain. A Storm Brewing? We would have such a cute duo name. Storm Brewing. I always like to think of things like that, like if we were in an idol unit. Yeah, like a tag team name, like how in Ruby they have like Ice Rose and like Ladybug, Checkmate, or whatever, or Checkerboard, whatever the fuck it's called. And they have like all this Bumblebee, go! And like, I love that. Like, that would be our Storm Brewing. God, that's so fucking cute. It's so satisfying. Like when a ship name or something is also really good. Like, I remember I used to ship Marcus, which is Simon and Marcus from Detroit Become Human. I still ship it, actually, but I used to really ship it. And I always thought, like, that could use some work. I think my favorite ship name for Marcus is actually Circus, because I think that's cute as fuck. But it doesn't really, like, apply to them in any way, so and, like, not a lot of people use it, so I use Marcus. Some people said Sign Kiss, and I'm like, Sign Kiss? That sounds terrible. It says every collab now has to be titled Storm Brewing Collab. Yeah! I'm gonna write it in stone, and by stone, I mean this document, and then I'm gonna delete it. But it's here. We all know we got a cup of coffee. Woo! Wavy. We got storm clouds. Inspiration has struck like a storm cloud, and I am feeling it. We have like a cute ass logo and shit. Man, we gotta collab. It's been a long time since we hung out. That'd be fun. Gosh, life has been so busy. But notice there's a storm cloud on top of the coffee. Yeah! Oh my god. Drawn better than what I'm about to draw. But there's a storm of ruin, and oh man, that's so cute. And then the rain. How lovely. Granola says, I love it. I do too. I love puns so much. I thought about making redeem for Pokemon puns and just having like 10 lined up. Len Liana has a redeem that's like, make me say a bad pun. And I am, honest to goodness, saving all of my points on her channel so I can redeem a shit ton of puns in a row. So she gotta be ready someday. I'm gonna surprise pun storm. Because I love puns. I don't actually have a time I need to be off stream today, but I know I have to get off at some point because I do actually need to finish this, and I know I'm not the best at finishing things on stream. So I don't know how far I'm gonna get today before I'm like calling it. Maybe 8 o'clock. If Revs hops in and asks about dinner, I might pop out and eat some dinner with her because I am pretty hungry. Krono says, that's gonna be funny to do to her. Yes! I have excellent sense of humor, thank you. That's my sense of humor. It's not great, but I would think it would be fun. I know she might be caught off guard. She'll be like, what? I don't even have that many puns at the ready, but I will wait. And I will wait for the day. Kudono said, I was about to say it's already 8, but I forgot you're 1 hour behind me. Yeah, I can't catch up, Kudono. That's what it means to be your kohai, and you to be my senpai. Always 1 hour ahead, just out of reach. That's it. I hope you know it's a pretty big honor if I call you senpai. I used to vehemently not call anyone senpai. Ever. Kurona says, I have the zoomies. The zoomies. Is that when you're an hour ahead? The zoomies? Or is it like when cats run around because they're excited about something? That's a good feeling. Like manic energy. Kurona said, I'm special. Yeah, don't let it go to your head. But you are. I used to always, like, I refused to call anyone senpai, even if they were my upperclassmen, because when I was in high school, I genuinely became, oh my god, Monochrome said, senpai, aw. I can use your fucking emotes back at you now. I fucking resubbed, man. Kurona says, too late, it already went to my head. No! It's gotta go to your heart. Haha. Oh man. How can I, gotta go find Monochrome's fucking emotes. Here, I'll send one back at you. Oh, thanks for all the hearts, Kurono. Hearts to you too! I'm glad it went to your heart. But yeah, I used to be called senpai a lot, and so like to be like demoted to kohai is what it felt like. Because it wasn't a demoted, but it was more like a title change. Because there's nothing wrong with being a kohai. That's a very admirable task as well. But I used to get called senpai a lot. I even have a necklace for my kohai that says senpai on it, and they have like matching kohai ones. But like, I was called senpai so much of my high school life that it just felt like wrong to be called kohai. But I'm like, you know what? I'll make an exception for Kurono senpai, specifically to follow up on that bit, but also because, you know what? It seems fair. You earned it. You are my senpai, and that's fair. I do also wonder sometimes, I'm like, oh man, is it like, what is it? I am cringe, but I am free, is what some people say. But sometimes I'm like, well, there's a certain level of cringe that you probably just shouldn't do. And I'm like, is calling people senpai one of those? Is that like minimizing Japanese culture and like the use of calling people like older and like upperclassmen and underclassmen? I also consider just being like, Kurono upperclassmen, but it doesn't really quite roll off the tongue. So I'm like, I guess I could just call you upperclassmen. Because I don't speak Japanese. I lived there, but I did not learn much. I actually learned more Japanese from consuming Japanese media than I did actually living there. And I occasionally try to study, like, on my downtime. But, I'm like, I don't really know if I've earned the right to say Japanese words in English speech. I always do kind of like how in Japanese speech there's English words, though, sometimes. And we don't really super have, like, words for upperclassmen and underclassmen, not used in the same way anyways. So I feel like senpai and kohai definitely have, like, a different element of usage to them than just calling someone upperclassman and underclassman. Because it's a suffix, and we don't really use suffixes in English. Monaco said, you can say anything you want if you own a gun. Well, you can say anything you want ever, technically, but, like, there are consequences. Kurono said that's true. Yeah, technically a gun would wield you the ability to say a lot unchallenged. But yeah, I do wonder about that. I'm like, is it appropriate to call people senpai and kohai if I am not Japanese and do not speak Japanese? I definitely don't mean harm by it, but I don't know. I'm not of the culture, and I can't speak on it. So sometimes I just consider being like upperclassmen and underclassmen instead. But it doesn't change the fact that I did grow up referring to my underclassmen as kohai and them as, to me, as senpai, and the fact that I still do find that endearing. And that it's still a pleasant memory for me. And senpai seems to be really well translated into English diction. So like, it seems like, because we really don't have a word that we use common, we don't have suffixes in America. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Kuno said, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's basically just a title, so. Yeah, and like for a really long time, I guess like the West has been calling like karate masters senseis. And we've used terms like sensei for a long time. But I'm like, is that something that needs to be changed? Should we just call karate masters teacher? Like, should we just, like, is that an error? But I haven't heard anyone complain about it. So it might just be one of those things where it's like over-conscientious of something. Where it's like, I don't know, when I was a kid I didn't think twice about hurting someone's feelings when it came to things like that, because I was like, oh, whatever, I don't need to pronounce this right, haha. And I would just go ahead and just say whatever the fuck I wanted. But, I don't know. As an adult, I want to show my respect in any way I can. But, it does seem like, especially in the VTuber community, terms like senpai and kohai are like, yeah, I guess just titles. So, I use it occasionally, but every now and then my reluctance transforms it into upperclassmen instead. I don't know what the future will have in store for us in terms of altering our language, but I'm prepared to change if it is required. Kanona said, we're all anime anyways. Part of me wants to say speak for yourself, but I do have anime hair shines, so, I mean, I want to be anime. I just think lineless was easier. I do have like the little anime chin, and I have eye shines, and I have hair shines, and I have cell shading. So you know what? Fuck it, I might be anime. Kanona said, shh, you are anime. I am anime. I considered streaming Project Diva 2 this week. There was a lot of things I thought about streaming this week. Deciding on, Link's Awakening was really hard. So, I don't know. I might take a pull on it again. I almost, like, the new Project Diva is on sale, and I was really close to, like, just caving and buying it, but I literally have it for the Switch. So, and I have Butterfly on Your Right Shoulder on the Switch, but I don't have Butterfly on Your Right Shoulder on the PC version, and you have to pay, like, $25 extra for it, so I was like, if I bought a new Project Diva game, it'd be the one for the PS4 where you can, like, play games with them. Because I always thought that one was, like, the most fun. I would love to own that one someday. Kanona said, don't question it. Yeah, I'm like, I am anime. I'm one of you. Like, I put, like, Ergo back next to me, and I'm like, I'm one of you guys. I'm the same. Ergo is really anime. Like, really, like, Bishonen? And so I feel like when I'm next to him, like, I look like I walked straight out of a cartoon. But I think I just kind of look like Sanrio. Which, there was this thing that I saw going around that was like, make a Sanrio OC, and I'm like, I am a Sanrio OC. I was born a Sanrio OC. So, I don't know. I thought about doing that, like, converting my design into, like, a really, really chibified, like, easy form as, like, a Sanrio bit. You know, I said, hello, fellow anime. Yeah, that's how I should enter in my streams with all of you guys. You and Udi and Ergo. Hello, fellow anime. I am but one of thee. In anime. Alright, we're almost done with Umbreon. And then we can say our progress was still really slow. Lately, I've been rewatching, the Game Grumps play... What is that one game? Where it's like a spot the difference game, but it's horror. I think Observation something? I'm on observation duty, I think is what it's called. I've been watching Game Grumps play that a lot lately. I've legitimately been rewatching those episodes so much because they're so easy to put on the background, and none of the visuals, like, pull me that hard except for a couple minutes or so. So, like, I've rewatched the I'm on observation duty videos so much, and they're so long, I always feel like there's new jokes and things that I, like, didn't get the first time. So, that's been fun. That's probably what I'll be doing late up tonight, is not getting any sleep, and working on this, and listening to I'm on observation duty. Do you have any night plans tonight, Chrono? Since it is already 8:40 there? Or any fun plans for the week? If your answer is no, then do you have any fun plans for August moving forward? Also, wait, didn't you just have like a 1-year anniversary? It's kind of like a huge fucking deal. I didn't even congratulate you. Or, I think I did. But I didn't congratulate you, like, on your anniversary stream. I'm sorry, but also, congratulations. No, I'm getting you wrong. I am so sorry, but I'm pretty sure you just had an anniversary. I hope it was a fun time. I know you just did, like, a casual stream, but I still hope you had fun. And I think Sika said, this is so cute. Thank you! I haven't made much progress, but I got Darkrai done. he doesn't blend too much in with Ergo, and then I got Umbreon done. So now we can get rid of our Umbreon underlying sketch. Our underlying sketch. Boop. Just like 70 more Pokemon to go. But thank you. Because I said, stream in a bit, but don't know what else later on. Oh, well, if you're streaming in a bit, maybe I'll raid you. If you're, what is it? If you're streaming soon, because I might be ending my stream soon. But if not, then thank you for sticking around with me the whole time then. But either way, I hope you have fun streaming. That's what's most important. Insika says, what's your favorite Pokémon? My favorite Pokémon is Quagsire, a true wonderful legend, an absolute hero to all, and reminds me of the old cat that I grew up with, like a lot. I love Quagsire. Do you have a favorite Sika? Konoda said, yeah, anniversary was last week. Thank you for the congrats. Yeah, congrats, it's so huge. Like, I can't believe you've been streaming for a whole year. Like, senpai, like, more like sensei for sure. Like, dude, you're kicking ass. And Sika said, that's a good choice. Thank you. Quagsire's got friendly energy, and it was like the first big Poke stuffed animal I got. Konoda said, I'm just waiting for the game to finish updating. Oh, nice. Well, thanks for keeping me conversation in the meantime. And Sika says Glaceon, followed by Deerling. Those are so good! Glaceon's hair, like, her little bangs are so cute. And, like, or I guess it doesn't, I guess Glaceon could be a boy as well. I always default to girl, because I like the bangs. They remind me of, like, one of those, like, Kudere characters. Like, Angel from Angel Beats or something. But, Deerling is so cool. I like how seasonal they are. And Sika says, also, congrats, Crow. Mm-hmm. Monochrome says, hey, Rainy, very not sus question. How many Switch games do you own? Physical? Okay, so it's, like 30? More than 24. Less than 48? I guess. So I'm actually looking for a case for my Switch games because I ran out of room. Now they're all just staying in their Switch cases. Is that why this is a sus question? Are you giving me a Switch case? Oh wait, I forgot to ask. I don't know if you're still coming over this weekend, but if you are, I'm looking forward to it. If not, I understand. But thank you for asking, cause I don't know. I always like questions though. And Konoda said, thank you, Sika. And Sika says, I honestly want to get into Pokemon Unite because of Glaceon. Ah, yeah, I heard that they added her in super recently. That's so cool. I honestly, like, I got into Pokken Tournament, or I guess it worked backwards for me. I really liked, Pokken Tournament was fun, but Braixen's a character you can play in it, and that got me to like Braixen, so, like, opposite, I guess, that there's a Pokemon game that got me to like the Pokemon, but I hope that Glaceon is fun to play if you do play Pokemon Unite. Monochrome says, Glaceon's super broken in Pokemon Unite. In a good way? Because that sounds like a good starter Pokemon to play then. Monochrome also says, Pog, thanks. Sika says, I'm sure they'll nerf Glaceon soon. Quick, Sika, get in on it before they nerf Glaceon. Kick ass while you still can. Well, okay, that sounds really rude though, because it implies that you won't kick ass afterward. But, like, it'll be perfect if you're just starting to have a character that kicks ass, and then immediately afterward, when they get nerfed, then you'll be so good, you won't even need the extra bonus. Perfect time. But I love Glaceon. Glaceon's very cool, though Jolteon is my favorite evolution. I think my first, I'm trying to think. So my first plushie for Pokemon was a Meowth. I just thought it was cute, so I got it. I didn't really feel any sort of attachment, I just thought it was neat. Technically the first Pokemon I ever got, or Poke plushie I got, was a Pokeball. And it's the standard Pokeball, and I got it from Monochrome because he won it while we were at an amusement park together. And I still have it to this day. So, man, that was a fun time. I really want to go back to that amusement park. It was so cool. And Zika says, new characters tend to be pretty strong at release, then nerf the next patch, and it makes sense. It promotes them better if they're strong at first. That's true, because you, like, want to have fun with them first, and then, like, once you learn all their nuance, you can have more fun with them later. Monochrome says, what? Yeah, dude, remember when we went to that one, I guess I won't name it, but we went to, like, a amusement park on the coast, which has lots of flowers, and is themed for locations. That's all I'm gonna say. But we went to this amusement park, and we like went to this one booth, and we were like trying to win. There was a Zorua plushie, and I know you wanted to get Zorua, but the game was like rigged as fuck, and we didn't like the game. But you still won something anyways, and it was a Pokeball, and then you gave it to me, and I was like, oh, very cool, and I still have it. I don't know if you remember that. It was a long fucking time ago. Like, it might genuinely have been 10 years ago. I have known you for a while. And Sika says, my first plush was Turtwig, because she was my first starter. Aww, that's so cool. I don't know if I ever played the game with Turtwig in it. That's got Turtwig and Torchic, right? And Mudkip? I might be getting that. Oh no, because they were with Trico. Oh my gosh, I don't actually. Oh wait, is that the one with Piplup? Piplup, Turtwig, and. Oh my god, I get my starters mixed up. I don't know if I played that game, but Turtwig's super cute. I like that it evolves into Torterra. If I'm correct, because that one is badass as fuck. Monochrome says, damn, I have no memory of this, lol. Well, lucky for you, my memory is shit except for in these cases. I remember that like it was 10 years ago. But yes, technically my first Pokeball plushie was like 10 years ago, and it was from Monochrome. And then I got Meowth later in the store in my college years, so like 6 years ago. And then more recently, I got Quagsire for my birthday, like a couple birthdays ago. And like literally the same birthday, I got Jolteon, but just a little bit afterward because I got Quagsire early. Trying to think. And then I got Choodle with that birthday money from that year because I was like, well, I gotta get the other one that reminds me of my cat. And then I got... Trying to think. I think then I got my Hoppip, which I adore greatly. And then I got a Pikachu that has yellow cheeks because I thought that was cute. Pikachu yellow. And then later I got Pikachu, but like made out of beans? Like a Beanie Baby Pikachu? And then I got a tiny Pikachu, I think, that I actually have a matching one with Monochrome. Monochrome has like a normal sized Pikachu that's like happy, and I have like a pissed tiny Pikachu. So they match us. And then after that, I got a Manaphy that was pretty cheap. I never really had a lot of feelings toward Manaphy, but I was like, it was like $6, and I thought it was cute, so I got it. Then, I think, most recently, I got a Raikou for this birthday that's coming up. It's literally all I wanted for my birthday. All I wanted was this Raikou plushie, and it was like selling out of stock. There's a Chinchou I kind of wanted to that went out of stock, but I'm not sure. I didn't like it as much as the Raikou, but I really wanted that Raikou, and I got it. I was so stoked. And then in the mail, I got my Dewop plushie recently. Those are all my Poke plushies. I don't know what got me off on this tangent, but technically this is all the Pokemon plushies I own. Sika says, I can't remember to do something important, yet my brain remembers the one time my sister stole my fries 13 years ago. Dude, same! Honestly, it's like, I remember that a customer at the store I was working at 3 months ago was specifically buying a Harry Potter DVD that he needed to get resurfaced, and at the same time he also wanted me to check on a special order for him. But it was a Harry Potter DVD that he was holding, and I remember that. And I don't know why. Like, I remember that moment, and it's like, why do I remember that? That was like 3 months ago. I don't know this guy. I never saw him again. But I don't remember to, like, do important shit, like, ever. And Sika says, oh, very cute. Oh, nice. Thank you! I like stuffed animals a lot. I also just got a Build-A-Bear, and I named it Clement, after Clement from Pokemon X and Y. He's actually helping hold up my phone right now while I stream. So technically, like, you could say, like, that's a Poke plushie, but it's kind of up in the air. The ones I'd like next are Breaksin, but that never came to America, I think. So there's not really, like, a Breaksin available. So, like, Dreams are Breaksin. Chinchou would be cool, but I don't need it. But Chinchou would be cool. And then same with Deoxys. Deoxys would be cool. These are my dream Poke plushies. Tournament into a spider. I don't know if that's a spider. I don't know what the fuck that is. But anyways. That kind of shows some of my favorite Pokemon, because it shows who I prioritize. I definitely wanted Quagsire first, and I definitely wanted to follow it up with a Jolteon and a Choodle. Although Gig says that Choodle's gross and ugly, and I don't think so. I'm gonna show a picture of Choodle on screen. I think Choodle's fucking beautiful and cute, and it reminds me of my cat that I have now, because he's like angry and well, he's not small. My current cat is not small at all. But look at this guy! How can you say this is ugly? This is the cutest thing! Maybe he's loud and angry, just like my cat. Always looks angry and is incredibly loud all the time. And my cat also has orange on top of its head. It's perfect. Sika says, I like the teeth. I know! It looks like it's got glasses and buck teeth. It's super cute. But I'm biased because it looks like my cat, kind of. But, let's see. Is there another Pokemon I want to do before I close? I probably should, ask Brevs real quick what they want to do for dinner. By they, I mean she. Let me ask what she wants to do for dinner. Also, the Clement Bear that I have comes, like, I gave him glasses, and the glasses are what is holding up my rig right now. The glasses being, like, smushed to the bear. It's a very silly setup. But, so we got at least 2 Pokemon down today. It definitely won't take this long off screen, but we'll get there. I'll make an actual banner, not just like this green block. And I'll finish all the others. I guess I could do Absol next, because I feel like that one wouldn't take very long if I do another one. And I do like Absol. Oh, Shobra says, or Shobra redeemed Hydrate and Stretch. Thank you! I'll stretch first. Patience, who knows, I might be calling it soon. It was always a good time to stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretching my arms. Oh yeah, Sika, do you have any plans for the rest of the night? You having, hopefully, a fun week ahead? Hey, Ruger, how's it going? Thanks for the wobbly, guys. How are you? Hopefully the night's treating you well. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Alright. I'm gonna get some water. Ruger says, I am vibing. Oh, well, I'm glad you're vibing. That always sounds like a good time. Hopefully the night has been a positive one then. Not quite sure. I was gonna reach out to my roommate Brevs and see what she wanted to do for dinner. Or if she's even home, because we were gonna go grocery shopping as well. I'm not sure exactly how to reach out to her though. I could try it on Discord, but she has her notice off usually. Let me say, hey, are you getting this? And see what she says about that. But if she's out and she's cooking and stuff, or she's getting stuff ready, maybe we'll actually take a break from Arago's Pokemon. And we will go ahead and do one of my Pokemon. Which no one told me I was like Manaphy. I just saw Manaphy, got the Manaphy plushie, and was like, actually, it might be Manaphy. But I got a lot I could do. Probably finish the Jolteon so that they work together. Because then I'd have the start of my barrier. The poorly cropped Ergo. It's so silly. Alright. And if Brevs does not get this message, which is likely, because she does not use Discord much, I might just have to call her or look around the house real briefly to see if she's even here. In which case, I'll put you guys on a brief, be right back. And then I'll get a hold of her. We'll go ahead and start on... Let's do Jirachi, because its sketch makes me feel the most uncomfortable. So I want to actually see it look better. I feel weird having so many, like, legendaries or mythicals or whatever on my side, because it feels like OP or something like that, but it's like, this is my team, this is not my Pokemon team. This is just Pokemon that have my aesthetic. These aren't even my favorite Pokemon. They're just, yeah, Pokemon that have my aesthetic. If any of them are my favorite, it's probably Braixen. Also, I think I just heard someone enter the house. Was it Brevs? If not, we are in trouble! But no, I also have headphones in, so it's kind of hard to hear. Oh shoot, I forgot. I need to get this line color. Which is Ergo's, which is dark green. And I gotta use it, but make it dark orange or green or yellow on my side. So Jirachi. It's very cute. Looks like a geisha. And a clown. Simultaneously, with like the little clown markings it's got on its eyes. And I like clowns. Want to watch me draw the same line over and over? Eventually one of them will work. Ruger says, clowns are not your taste. Okay-ish. I like Piero's. I like specifically the clowns with the teardrop eyes, but I think I just have Vocaloid music to blame for that. Ruger says, kind of scary sometimes. I used to cosplay a clown character, but it was like kind of just a clown outfit that resembled the Piero from Senka's music video. I don't know if you've ever seen the Senka music video called Piero, but I used to cosplay that, and it scared the shit out of people because I made the mask myself with clay, and it would start to crack, and it really scared. And I had like jingle bells like on my hat, just kind of like jestery. People thought I was chasing them down hallways. My teachers were concerned because it was April Fool's Day, and I dressed up as in my clown outfit because it was Fool's Day. Brev says, it was badass as fuck. Brevs! I needed you here, actually! I'm so glad you're here. I messaged you on Discord. Oh wait, did you respond? I didn't notice. Whoops. Alright, well while you're here, while you can hear me, I was curious what you wanted to do for dinner. It is about 8 o'clock our time. And I was just gonna keep drawing until I could get a hold of you again. I didn't know if you already went grocery shopping or if you wanted to go grocery shopping. But I'm down to end here soon if you would like to eat. And we can watch some Pokemon! Which I'm always down for. But until then, and if you're not ready, Brev says, Gas, I was actually about to go to the store. Oh, well if you would like me to go with you, I can go with you. I have been streaming for some time, and I admit that my productivity levels have been kind of limited, because I'm just enjoying everyone being here so much. But I actually do need to get this finished tonight, so the sooner I do finish stream, the sooner I can be responsible and actually finish this first stream tomorrow. Which, if you guys are psyched to see the end of this overlay and what the fuck I do with it, then, like, watch me and Ergo stream tomorrow, because this overlay will hopefully, if I can get it to work, be in play. If not, then I'll just have my normal ass overlay. But I will not sleep until I get this overlay done. Brev says, feel free to come along, but also I don't mind going alone. Well, Vuger did just get here, and I do appreciate that. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Shoba. Brev says, oh, so you got this. Thank you. I just don't want to say goodbye to everyone. I'm enjoying my time so much. And Ruger just got here, which is wonderful. And Ziga was here, and Corona was here, and it's just been a good time. So, like, I don't want it to end, but I know that responsibly as an adult that has things I need to get done, I probably should head out. And if the store would be best with both of our minds combined, then I do think that's a good enough reason to say goodbye. Ruger says, haha, go and be an adult. Yeah. I should, honestly. Brev says, well, any requests for dinner? I guess I will just have to tell you them myself. But I am always down for spaghetti, even though I had it literally 2 days ago. Ruger says, I appreciate it. Be safe. Yeah, I will probably raid, and then, go ahead and head out with Brevs. Let me see who's streaming right now. And Ruger says, yeah, spaghetti! Yeah, or what is it, peace treaty meal. Brev says, oh, hell yeah. I know you're not as big into spaghetti, Brev, so we can have something else as well. But as long as it's not Mexican. I had Mexican every day last week. So everyone who's streaming. Wow, there's a lot of people streaming right now. Kudono is streaming. We did say that we were gonna raid him if he started streaming in the time that I was still streaming. So he'll understand I'm saying goodbye. Those are words that came out of my mouth expertly well. Yeah, okay. I got Corona stream pulled up. Let's see if he's actually started his gameplay yet. And then we'll go raid him. He is playing Dead by Daylight, so you guys should have a really fun, great time. Surely filled with lots of scares. Alright, yeah, looks like he's started. Well, cool. I trust the Barista Crow to give you guys a wonderful experience, wonderful conversation. He's a great gamer, so I'm sure he will kick ass. So I'll go ahead and raid, if I can remember how to do that. It is always such a if I can. But before I go ahead and press this raid button, I just want to say thank you everyone for joining me, and thanks Ruger for being here. I know I didn't get to hang out with you much, but like, it was a good time while we were here, so thanks for stopping by. I hope I can see you again this week, and I'll be streaming till the end of this week, but then I go on vacation next week, so I'll be gone for like a good long while, but this next week will be hopefully packed with streams. I have it scheduled for tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. And Shobra says, thank you for the stream content. It was most enjoyable. Take care and goodbye. Thank you, Shobra. I'm glad if you enjoyed your time, and I hope you rest well and have fun with your streams. And same for Ruger. And Brev says, you're awesome, and it was a wonderful stream. Thank you, you're awesome. And if it was, then it's only because I had such wonderful company. So, thank you, everyone, and take care. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Kudono. Let's go. Tell him hello. And thanks for everything. Have a great night.